Yo, on the road, hello, and welcome back to another edition of Coach Wade's Dragonslayer Dynasty. It's been a while since we've streamed during the day, and my energy level, it already feels up. Feel ready to go. Quite hot here in Chicago, so we're staying out of the heat, and we are gonna play Season 6 of the UAB Dynasty. Coach Wade is in prime position. I believe this is the first time we've ever started the season ranked. We've got our coffee. We've got our water. And most importantly, we have our quarterback. Troy Barnes, elite dev, 5-star freshman. He's going to be starting over some options that you may think they look a little bit better, but juniors, they don't have a long-term future with us. Troy Barnes, he does. So Troy Barnes, he's going to be getting the rock. He's going to be slinging the pigskin for the first time here in this episode. I miscalculated last night. Thought we would get into a game a little bit quicker. But the off-season recruiting just took a while and I got tired. So I was like, okay. But off-stream, we've set up that initial board. And it's going to look a little different if you've watched, a couple of the streams. We've gone pretty aggressively after some 5-stars, and it's worked. This time, we're peeling back a little bit on some of the 5-stars, and I went aggressively after a lot of the guys who had us in first, guys that we had really good pipelines on, that might be a little bit more susceptible to some of that Coach Wade magic. And you're going to see, my hope is that we don't go into the transfer portal with a class of 4, because that was stressful. And instead of patching holes, it was, all hands on deck, a full fire sale. Another thing that, long-time viewers might have noticed, we usually play the moments. We're going to do, I'll call it moments plus this season. Key games like this one, because it's the first game of the season. Also, if we look at our schedule, I'm thinking games like the game against Miami, the game against Virginia Tech, Memphis. We're going to play a little bit more consistently in the end of halves and maybe the entirety of fourth quarters. It's going to depend on the game. This first game, we're gonna play, I would say, the entirety of the first quarter on offense, just so we can get a feel for Troy Barnes. This is a neutral site game, so it should be very fun, very exciting. So we're gonna play this first game offense only for probably about the entire first quarter. Then we'll go to the moments, and if it's a close one in the fourth, we're probably gonna hop into the entire fourth quarter and just play it through there. So the game action actually might be a little longer, a little less menu merchanting. This game, this will also be one where we hop into a little bit more of the action there. So, Troy Barnes, he's getting ready to cook. I'm just gonna update this stream info real quick. We don't have an Abed Nadir yet to pair with Troy. Was thinking about adding him, but we will let the chat rename the players as they rack up those fire tokens. Don't know if this prediction will serve any muster, but we're going to start a new one. We're going to do the simple win or lose. We're going to have a little bit longer of a submission period, so you're going to get a little bit more info. We're going to start a win or lose prediction. Prediction is now live. Again, if you're filtering in, happy to have you. Coach Wade, he's excited that you're here. We are going to get into this first game. Hold on. Proceed without rewards. I don't know what that means. Maybe we'll just sign into EA and that message will go away. I don't know what rewards we're necessarily getting, but signed in just in case anyway. Your UAB Blazers, it looks like a home game. It is not. We're actually playing on a neutral site, which is kind of cool. The Aflac kickoff game, if I remember correctly. So we are going to be donning our all blacks. I think these give just a little extra swagger. And the CPU, we're playing Northwestern. They are my real life alma mater. And so, you know, we had to get them on the schedule. What we're going to do is we're going to have it as play offense only, and we're going to set that for the first quarter, get a feel for Troy, and then kind of go from there, see how the game is going, and just move. So first action for 5-star quarterback Troy Barnes, playing the entire offense in the first quarter here. Playing on a neutral site here in Season 6. If you do, I believe it's !Dynasty. You can see the history up to this point. That's been our history here in the Dynasty with UAB. We've had some huge wins in the Sheridan Hawaii Bowl and the Military Bowl. But we're looking for the playoffs. We're looking for the playoffs, and most importantly, we are looking to get a win over Northwestern here in this kickoff, the Aflac kickoff game. Thank you, Aflac, for sponsoring Coach Wade, sponsoring the stream. I can feel the booster dollars just pouring into the program. I can feel it. We're now on offense. Looks like we chose to receive. So this is the first snap in college for Troy Barnes. We'll get acquainted with the entire team, but you know we have to start it off with a pass. Hills is our 5-star freshman wide receiver, true freshman. Robinson is our 99 speed transfer. We're looking their way. And Robinson, Troy cannot hook up with Robinson. I mean, he burned him deep. But, you know, starting the season top 25, the target is on our backs. Looks like our line has the advantage over Northwestern's. Can't really find the hole there. And you can see Jalen Robinson, our senior transfer, he's got incredible ratings. Incredible ratings. Troy Barnes, he's got to get the conversion here. Nicky has some speed as well. For a tight end, I like the look. And Troy can't get it off. 3 and out here in the first series for Troy Barnes. You know, we always knew there was going to be some growing pains coming off of a season where we had an incredible look for Bryce Baker. Bryce Baker, hero in the Dragonslayer Dynasty. He was an absolute beast. If you haven't checked out some of his scrambling runs, he just made magic with his feet. We're going to stay on offense only. And we're now on offense. Kickoff. They score 3. They score 3. Defense holds them to 3. We're going to go back into the moments after this first quarter, because I do want to try my hand at defense, but we're really focused on Troy here early. Send the man in motion. And Hills, that's our 5-star freshman with his first catch. Troy Barnes with his first completion. Safety went over to help on our speed demon. And it was too little too late. Couldn't get back over to cover Hills. Get an easy pass for Troy. And now we're moving. First drive jitters. That's all it is. That's all it is, Alexander. I'm not worried. Troy should have a long career with us. Robinson with his 99 speed, if those blocks hold from our receivers on the outside, he should be free. And Robinson shrugs off a tackle. Troy Barnes up to 50 yards. He's cool, calm, and collected. I don't feel as confident with him, obviously, as we did with Bryce Baker, but he's got some nice looks. And Hills, crisp route, picks up Tramel Hills, picks up 7. Robinson gonna be fun. Robinson is definitely gonna be fun. We're gonna call a little tight end screen here. Nicky, again, he's pretty fast for a tight end. And he gets the first down. We're inside the red zone here early. That first drive, we just needed to get it out of the way. Really cooking up the screen game so Troy can just get in the rhythm. And they blitz. Oh, what a block on the outside. And Doug Grubbs free in the end zone. Huge, huge block. We're going to replay that one. Or we're just going to, maybe we'll just see it on this replay. Doug Grubbs gets an excellent block on the outside. Watch. I think that's the safety or corner just gets absolutely flattened by our offensive lineman. That was awesome. Got to respect the big boys in the trenches. All right, so this is the last drive of the first quarter. Once this drive is over, we're going to go back to the full moments. They do score another field goal. We're not worried. We are not worried. Looks like a cover 3 look. Grubbs could find some space here. And Grubbs was picked up by that. I don't know if we want a quarterback draw. I'm not as confident in the quarterback draw with Troy. We're going to call this tight end corner. Let's see. Looks like I can't tell what they're playing here. Find Robinson. That goes for 2 yards. This is looking a lot more like the first drive than the second. I don't know why Ebukam is playing in the slot. He's our second string running back. I thought I switched that. Huge play to Robinson. Can he break free? He can't, but a huge gain on third down. That's going to take us to the end of the quarter. But you could see Robinson's speed just to get open. I thought he might be able to break free and house it, but that was quite awesome. Troy Barnes, 105 yards and a touchdown in the first quarter. He's looking nice. It is only Northwestern, and I say that with all disrespect to my alma mater. It is only Northwestern, but be like Bryce, QB run. All right, Alexander. We don't want a wildcat look because that's gonna take Troy out. We'll do a quarterback blast. Can you do a jet sweep with Robinson? Oh, okay. Hold up. I'll do that next round. I didn't see the message in time. We'll do a jet sweep. Oh, where do I find this in the play sheet? Jalen Robinson. Jet touch pass. There we go. Found it. Took me a second. Did find it. Thank you for the redemption, Alexander. Let's see what Robinson can do in space. He's got a man tracking him across the formation. Robinson breaks it for about 10, 15. Great call. Let's see if we can get the little disco dragon in there. Thank you for that call, Alexander. We got a little disco dragon. Robinson cooked him here. Looking at Hills, although he doesn't have the leverage. Ebukam does have the leverage. I don't love any of these looks. Took too long. Stepped the wrong way in the pocket. It's a great play call because it counts as passing yards, definitely. I took too long. I wasn't going through actual reads. And that hurts us there. Nicky might find some space. He doesn't. And we're just tossing it away. I was not making the right reads. Call a little all go. Mike White is in our back pocket if we don't see something we like. It's a zone look here. Maybe don't want to get too aggressive. They might be sending some heat. They are not. Troy's escaping the pocket. Gets out. Can't really do much. Gains 3 yards. We're going to put it in on the leg of Mike White. See if he can get something here. That one should be up and good, and Mike White converts. Still scores some points here. Okay, so we're going to go into the sim options. Play options. We are going to play key moments until we get to the fourth quarter, and then we'll see where we're at. Back on offense. Keep the drive alive. 3rd and 3. You know what? I'm inspired by you, Alexander. We're going to call a jet touch rush, although this time it is with Hills. He's not quite as fast. Don't know if I like it as much. Blocks hold up. Tramel Hills, he gets the first. That's all. We'll check his stats the next time we are on offense. Okay, so we're in the red zone. Let's see Troy Barnes' stats. Excited for Mike White sophomore year. He has, I was looking at this last night off stream, he has maxed out his kick power. It's at 88. Troy is 12 for 19, 155 through the air. He did throw an interception while we were in sim. It was not us. I did not throw the interception. No yards on the ground on the receiving end. About halfway through the game, Jalen Robinson already making his presence felt, 4 for 68. And the possibility for more here. Little levels concept here. I feel like I almost want to hot route Slayton into a curl route. Slayton, I saw the space. The corner was playing really far back. So we audible. And that is a huge play. That's a huge play. It gets us in very... We've got a lot of options here. And oh my God, Ebukam breaks the tackle, in for the touchdown. Huge play, huge play. That should have been an easy stop behind the line. The Northwestern linebacker can't get back there, can't make the tackle. Ezekiel Ebukam goes for the strip, it looks like. And Ebukam says, no. I'm getting... And Troy Barnes, I don't know if you could see on the replay. He knows it's the touchdown as he's going to the ground. Beautiful. 2-minute drill gets some points. It appears they missed a field goal. So it's looking fairly comfortable. They're playing a prevent defense, which is interesting to me. Maybe we try to get it to Robinson in space. I liked what I saw from Hills a little bit more. We're going to go into hurry up. I mean, I don't really understand why they were playing that and just gave us all those free yards, but, you know, CPU's going to CPU. We're taking a shot. Troy Barnes goes deep for Robinson, who can't haul it in. Jalen Robinson. He had maybe one step on the DB. Maybe we got a little greedy there. Screen game. Blocks are not picked up. Blocks did not get picked up. We're not trying to conserve too much time just in case. Doug Grubbs does get it in space, though. Gets the first down. Big conversion. We're almost in Mike White's field goal range here. Troy Barnes looking to cook up something good. Just want... We don't need it all. Calling a timeout here. We don't have the most time in the world. They're saying go for a field goal right now. I want to run and just see if we can get a little bit further forward. Troy Barnes, 210 yards in the first half. That's a huge start in this first game for the 5-star freshman. Call that timeout immediately. We'll center it. I think Mike probably could have made that kick, but I like it being just a little bit closer. Not the best for me, but Mike drains it. We go up 20-6 at the half. Back in the moments, they're going forward on 4th down. This is the first time we've hopped in on defense in the 2026 season. Now, if the game is looking like this in the 4th, we might keep it in the moments. If it gets a little closer, let's get a little press. Oh, and they're running the ball. Juked me out of my shoes. Juked me out of my shoes. And it's actually closer than I thought. So we might hop in to the full game. We went up into the full game. Has not been as easy sledding for us here. Ebukam should be open. Oh, he drops the football. Oh my. That pass was on the money, and he had the space. Ezekiel Ebukam, he takes. Broke that tackle in the backfield earlier in the game in the red zone, but that's a big drop there. 3rd down, take control, keep the drive alive. We're going to play this, and then after this, we're probably going to swap to the full 4th quarter. Robinson, unless that end on the left side drops back into coverage, he should be open. Robinson wasn't as open as I thought, but he gets his 7th catch for 100 yards. We are going to hop in here. Hop into the full game. Now, chat, did we go for the field goal, or do we try and play a little bit more aggressively and convert? We go up 2 scores, but I feel like we could get a touchdown here. I'm not sure. I'm leaning towards going for it. Alexander, you know I lean towards going for it. Field goal. Okay. Field goal, Mike White. Come on, Mike. And Mike, that's a beauty. Makes it a 2-possession lead. Okay. You know, I wanted to be aggressive, but it does make sense to go up by 2 touchdowns. Or not 2 touchdowns, 2 possessions, excuse me. We're up 10. We're going to go by formation. Let's play a little 4-2-5. Cover 2, keep it in front of us. Shaquez Alba. Our linebackers are really good. Our defensive line is not, so we might have to consider... Oh my goodness. User lurk. Simply too easy, and that's going to go for a touchdown. UAB. We sat in that zone. I mean, I don't know what Northwestern's quarterback was thinking. That was just a horrible read. The linebacker was right there, not even really hiding. User pick 6. Northwestern rapidly falling behind. Usually I want aggressive, but Mike White, school legend, that is true. Mike White is, he was the #1 kicking recruit in the nation when we signed him as a freshman. He's only a sophomore now. So, provided he doesn't go to the draft early, we should have him for a while here. Now, if we're going to play one more defensive possession. I want to play one more offensive possession, but the defense is simply too good there. But if it's 17 points in the 4th quarter, we might go normal sim speed. Just keep it going. Like, before that play, I did say our linebackers are good. Defensive line, less so. But I did say our linebackers were good. Convert a nice, easy pass there. Cover 3 match in we're going to try and bait him here a little bit. Cover 2 shell. Don't always know entirely what I am doing on the defensive side of the ball. On the offensive side, I have a little bit more of an idea. And we guard our man. They're moving it down the field a little bit. Call it a little cover 3. Jalen Robinson having a great first game, too. Great first game. Alexander, did you get in the prediction? I don't know when you hopped in. That was just too big of a run. Can't allow that. We're going to bring a little heat here. We've not rushed more than 4. Going to use our Goodwill. Yep, you bet big. Okay, interesting. Should I be afraid? Should I be afraid? Okay, third quarter's over. Third quarter's over. We are into the fourth. Hoping we have 4 takeaways, I believe that said, in this game. Defense is cooking with some gas. But they get over the top. Our safeties can't stop them there. David John with a big catch. They've driven down the field. Quarterback has shaken off that terrible read on the last drive. Oh man. Tried to read that. Still got it over the middle on us. Let's call a little blitz. Let's get a press on the line. And again, that defensive line is where we have our issues, where I'm just not as confident. Defensive line, okay. And they just run a QB sneak. I was looking, I need to learn how to pinch the line. Don't know how to pinch the line. We've learned a lot of things since we've started this up, but only up 10. Let's have a long, methodical drive here in the fourth. We want to get this first win. It's important for a lot of things. Championship contender, overall morale. Call for the fair catch here. We're going to look to put this one on the ground. Shipman is in. Excuse me, why is Bernie Shipman in? Troy Barnes, torn labrum. You have to be joking. You have to be joking. Oh my God. That's horrible. That's horrible. Oh man. Our 5-star freshman injured in the opening game of the season. I don't know if it's the wear and tear settings or what have you, but I feel like that has been happening in every season. Every season. We're losing guys to injury early, so I guess we're going to see what... This is why I wanted to recruit some backups. Oh, hits Robinson, but Robinson has to go back to try and make the catch. And Jalen Robinson can't quite haul that in. Middle of the field looks wide open. We're going to hot route Robinson to a post. Safety's on him. Bernie Shipman runs for the first. How do we keep getting these injuries? I don't know what we're supposed to be doing differently. I feel like quarterback's one of those positions you can't even really rotate. They crashed hard. Tramel Hills gets 2 yards. It's okay. Hills, let's read that middle linebacker. He can get it over his head. Tramel Hills, huge play. I knew if that middle linebacker came down, we might have a clean read. Jacques McLeod on the other side. Bernie Shipman. I mean, it's not. Hopefully, it's not a long injury. Pick up another 2 yards. We're gonna try and chew this clock. We've got a 10-point lead. We're in position to get another 3 potentially, if not more. Oh, and our tight end gets stuck on the linebacker there. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Ebukam on the screen. They bring some heat. And they can't tackle him down behind the line. Ezekiel Ebukam. And we'll get some more time to just milk the clock. I really would prefer... I mean, I'd prefer Robinson on this. But we don't have much time to audible. Man, I don't know. Alexander, what do we do? What do we do to stop these injuries to our key players? First it was, you know, Bo's perennial injuries. That was probably the most egregious that we saw. We just kind of ran into a mess of bodies. They get their fake injury timeout. That's the other thing. There is the injuries, and then there's the fake injuries that are leading to these timeouts. Robinson, oh, burns him. He doesn't have the leverage. That was never going to work. That was never going to work. Going to take the 3, though. So we go up 13 with 6:30 to go. Still, I mean, there's still a lot of time. But Mike White he's had a great game for us. Just been solid, consistent. Yeah. The commentator's saying it now. They have to score 2 touchdowns. Let's bring additional cornerbacks out here. Nick, Soro, Goodwell, Ainsworth. And they just get it over our head. Just get it over our head. We're still in control here at the end of this first game in 2030. We're still in control, but Troy Barnes getting injured in the first game is the opposite of the script. Defensive line gets home, big sack. Don't know who that is yet. We're still getting we had a lot of new faces in the transfer portal, so we're still learning all of them, to be honest with you. Cornell Burden was the staple on the line. Dennis Prude, he was a freshman we recruited last year. He gets home. Big play. Big coverage sack there. Playing the pass. Got a guess pass. I have to learn a little bit better the defensive adjustments here. Fumble, ball is out. Another sack. Huge. The defense is stifling here at the end. Stifling. J.J. Smith with platinum bouncer. Heisman caliber fatigue to opposing route runners when performing a chuck in zone coverage. Okay, well that sounds like we play some zone coverage. Cover 3 cloud. We want to play over the top though and give some cushion, because anything in front of us we don't care about. Like, take that all day. Take your 5 yards. 4th and 20. Of course they're going for it. Of course they're going for it. I don't know if I really want to call a blitz, but I can call some simulated pressure. I'm down for that. Whoa. Give some cushion. They're going deep. And excellent play by the safety there to break that one up. And this should about do it. We are just going to run out the clock here and then pray for Troy Barnes' health when we advance the week. Or I guess when we get out of the game we can see. We'll take our yard. Just churning the clock here. I like the look of Hills on the outside. Nope. Didn't like it quite as much. Stoke gets us down to 3rd and inches. Touchdown here definitely ends it. We'll just sim to the end. Field goal almost ends it. Ebukam gets the first. They might, if they think they have any shot, they might want to start calling timeouts. Clock is just continuing to eat. Alexander, thank you for this suggestion. I do kind of like, playing a little bit more. I feel like the moment if they gave you just a few more moments, or gave you a pop up, hey, you got down big early. Do you want to hop in? They did call a timeout. Oh, Doug Grubbs, one-on-one with the linebacker, spin cycle, and that should be the ball game. We put up 40 on Northwestern, my alma mater, doubling their score right now. And it was never a doubt. Was I going to let the team? Mike White gets the red meter, still puts it home. It's been that kind of day. We are going to go into the Super Sim. We are going to jump ahead to... We'll just see if there's a change of possession. Next play, next play, next play, next play. It looks interception by Corey Soro for 31 yards. And that should all but do it. Time to grade that prediction, folks. Win 510. Alexander voted with 510 tokens. 510 fire tokens. That's a big win. Enjoy your points, Alexander. We'll look at the stats. I mean, domination on the scoreboard. Total offense was pretty close. I think it came down to the turnovers. They couldn't run the ball at all. But the passing yards were relatively even. This is where we won, was the turnover battle. 3 picks, 1 fumble for them. We had 1 interception. Confident when playing a school like Northwestern. Hey now. Hey now. No, I'm just kidding. They are an awful football team. Or at least have been. Their brand of football is agonizing to watch. So Troy Barnes, we're going to check his injury after this. 19 for 30 in his first game, 225 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. I would say a pretty good game for him in his start. And Bernie Shipman in relief, 9 for 15, 74 yards, no touchdowns. On the ground, Doug Grubbs, 13 for 54 with the touchdown. And then, I mean, there was not much that happened on the ground. Bernie Shipman had that big 3rd down conversion with his legs, 15 yards on the ground, and then otherwise, I mean, not much. We have 3 running backs, so that should be something we watch out for the whole time. Jalen Robinson, 7 for 107, averaging 15 yards of reception. He is awesome. He's going to be a first-round wide receiver, or we're nuking this entire dynasty. That's how confident I am. Tramel Hills, 8 for 74. What a game for the true freshman 5-star. That's an awesome game. I think he's going to improve very fast. Grubbs, 4 for 38. Abu Kam, again, had that touchdown where he made the linebacker miss in the backfield. We don't care about the blocking stats usually. Total tackles, Clay Hainsworth, Corey Soro, and Robert Lipscomb all tie with 8. Tackles for loss, J.J. Smith, the junior lurker, 2 TFLs. Dennis Prude with 1. Robbie Cobb, great name, with 1. Eli Goldberg, the new transfer, he had 1. And Sean Payne, the cornerback who we convinced to stay. Thinking about entering the transfer portal, we said stay here. Corey Soro had 2 picks. Freshman linebacker. I can't remember if he was a transfer or is a true freshman. We can check that. Clay Hainsworth with a pick. J.J. Smith with the forced fumble. Abu Kam with the forced fumble. Corey Soro with the forced fumble. Corey Soro had himself a day. He should be the ACC Defensive Player of the Week. Oh, I wanted to check Mike White too. Wanted to check Mike White as well. Kicking. Yeah, 4 for 4 on field goals, 4 for 4 on extra points. Mike White, he is him. But now to see what is up with Troy Barnes. Let's see. And also, I wanted to... We've got this cool little new UAB Fire emote. Any followers in the chat, drop that UAB Fire emote. Pretty cool. Like that one. Okay, let's go over. This is what we really care about when we beat down Northwestern, so that was good. Troy's out for 5 weeks. Here's the good news. I know that sounds like not good news. Because we wanted to set up good recruiting weeks, We do, in fact, it's going to be 4 weeks when we advance, and it's going to be 3 weeks after the bye. We have a bye next week. Now, is bringing Troy back on the road at Miami the best idea? We will think about it. That sounds like a tall task, but I was looking at the conference standings. We got lucky in that we dodged just a ton of the best teams in the conference. Before we advance the weekend, it changes. If you look at our conference, Clemson, Florida State, don't play either of them. We do play Miami. We don't play Pittsburgh. We don't play SMU. And we do play Virginia Tech. So of the teams that are not us that are ranked, the 6 teams, we only play 2 of them. So I do feel like we got a little bit of a lucky break in terms of our schedule that might ease Troy in. Although it is frustrating that he gets injured out for, it's really 3 weeks because we have the bye set up in the way that we do. 3 weeks, it could have been much worse. We had Bo miss like the entire season one time. We have 5-star Brandon Opeda. He's number 1. We are first on his board. I want to level up so badly. We lost program tradition somehow, and now it's a D-. Was almost going to say I don't think it could get worse, but we go up to number 20 in the polls. Championship contender is up. Brand exposure is up. I don't know why our did we get a boost in our overalls? I don't feel like we were an 89 offense before. Maybe that's with Troy out there, like, oh, you benched Troy? Yeah, ACC Defensive Player of the Week. Thought so for Corey Soro. He had a great week. Does he get national? He gets National Defensive Player of the Week, too. Have yourself a day, Corey. It's the sweet life of Zach and Corey. I'll stop. But, yeah. The sweet life of Zach and Corey. I crack myself up. So yeah, you can see Troy 4 weeks. We're on a bye this week, so it's going to be 3. Unfortunate, but he will be back. I'm going to pour myself a coffee. Well, first let's look at recruiting. So I specifically targeted guys in recruiting that I thought we might be able to just boat race and get quickly. Opeda's still in the top 8, so we can't do anything other than send the house. We don't technically know how good he's going to be. Deion Johnson also didn't get any scholarships after the first week. We offered him a scholarship. We might want to aggressively pursue him. These are the only 2 5-stars we have on the board. But I was being very diligent when I was putting together the board, looking at the deal breakers, kind of thinking ahead to where we might lose out on some recruits and where we actually might be very successful. You can't see it on some of these guys, but let's see. Let's see if we have it on. Like for Forston, we know playing time is 1. We know pro potential is the other. We know we've got 2 amazing grades, so we can go toe to toe with pretty much any school that is, going to try and challenge us for some of these recruits. So I want to see if anybody is in the top 5. As you can see, and we also made it a very high priority to only put people on our board that either weren't getting offers or we had good pipelines for, or chiefly were very interested in us from the start. That was a big point of emphasis. Kevin Wolf. We didn't scout everybody. But we scouted a lot of players. Some 3-stars too. Enriquez, I actually think we might want to put these hours, because if we take them off him, we have 50 hours. Tim Ruffin. Nolan Dorsey, this is a guy we want to get the hard sell immediately. Championship contender, conference prestige. We need some running backs. I feel like I've been saying this for multiple seasons, and then we fall apart and we don't get them. Could be conference legend, could be Sunday player. So it's one of these 2. So actually, we're just gonna do the soft sells and figure out which one it is. because we're not so far behind. We could schedule Nolan Dorsey for a visit. It might be worth it. We'll think about it. There's a lot of the guys. I mean, there's only... If we bring in Ruffin... Here's the thing. We still have 50 points. If we schedule a visit for... I guess that'd be next week. We could bring in Dorsey next week along with Ruffin. And let's see. Do we have anybody else in the top 5? So it would just be the 2 of them. I don't know, Ball Alexander. If you're still there, you think that's worth it? I kind of feel like it could be. To just get an instant boost. Conference prestige. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We have some extra hours to spend. Let's get them both in next week. It immediately elevates how important next week is. Conference prestige. We don't know too much more about Tim Ruffin, so we're just going to put the 25 on him. Maybe that'll keep us in contention. I don't know how much I care specifically about Ruffin, but I do like him as a kind of boost for Nolan Dorsey. So that'll be what we do this week. Okay, I'm going to simulate ahead 1 week. I'm going to get some more coffee. We are out. So Tim's visiting this week. Nolan's visiting this week. 78 XP only. Please get us one more level up. We need it. We need it badly. We need it very badly. We're number 19. We don't play, and we get moved up. That's what you like to see. Braden Opeda, still in the top 5 stage. If we boat race and we get him either on campus or signed fast, that's going to be key to just... I want to finish some of these recruits off early. Like quick. So that, you know, other teams don't have time to get back in. Ayodele, Joel Ayodele. He likes conference prestige, pro potential. Let's try and guess the hard sell. We want to do that whenever we can. Conference prestige. Get a D end. We have some conference prestige, pro potential. Oh, it could be that too. We're gonna do the same thing on Ayodele. We're not at the point where we have to hard sell or we're for sure gonna lose them. So we'll see what the preferred pitch is. D end. So Alexander, this is I remember putting a ton of guys on the board when we did this last night. We've got defensive ends that we're looking at. We did scout all the defensive ends because that was a big need. Jamison Forston, he's got 89 strength, 81 power moves, good tackling, decent pursuit. We want to get him in 6'4", 232. He's got a bunch of mental abilities too. And then Brad Sanders, I might like even more. He's got Road Dog, defensive line rally, fan favorite. All helps to increase his composure, performance on the road. Just big, strong guys that I'm really excited about. And then, so these are the 2 we're going after right now. But we put a couple 3-stars on the board, and they don't look too bad either. They're a little smaller. As you can see, the 4-stars are definitely just bigger, like taller, a little bit more athletic. I didn't mind some of these guys. These other 4-stars. Clavon Grubbs. Once we nail these 2, once we get Sanders and Forston, we will keep going and try and just... We need to just churn... We need to lock some guys in and then just move on. Playing time and pro potential for Jamison Forston. Playing time, pro potential, brand exposure, playing time. Alright, we're going to do the same thing. Looks like it's between 2. Does Jamison want to be a football influencer, or does he want to be clocked in? I hope he wants to be clocked in, because that would just be better for us. I think we can boat race Florida for him. Here's what we need to do. Who is ready for a visit? So you can see we've got this running back who we're not putting any points in. I didn't like the look of him. I didn't even fully scout him. I saw 84 speed, and I was kind of like, ugh, yuck. So we stopped. We're not really after him. We do want Keon Kostrewa. Keon Kostrewa, well, look at him. You know, we were talking about strength, hit power. He's a gem. He's got full mental ability slots. He's already got workhorse and hammer in the physical ability slot. Keon, I think, is a guy that we need to get on campus. So we are going to move. He is going to cost 40 hours to bring on campus. We might have to pull that off somebody who is further away from committing. Pro potential playing style. Yeah, he is going to want to be a gamer. We have an excellent pitch. We might not actually even need to bring him on. Kostrewa, yeah, he's good. We already looked at Forsen. Kevin Wolf, unfortunately, we didn't scout. Look, I know wide receiver is important. We have a lot of talent there right now. We need to beef up the defense. The defense is looking scary and scary bad. So the scouting that we did do in the preseason, we used primarily on defensive players because I wanted us to be getting the best defensive players we could. We can boat race on Kevin Wolf. Conference Prestige Pro Potential, thank you to all of our wide receivers who have been drafted over the past 2 seasons. If you do, Alexander, if you put in exclamation point, let's see, I think it's draft 2028. Let's see if this works. Yeah, if you do that one 2020, if you do exclamation point draft 2029, it'll pull up our previous drafts. Made that nice little ad off stream. Thought it was pretty cool. Was having some fun. Just to, you know, if somebody joins stream, they want to catch up to speed. Who have been the legends? Kevin Wolf is going to be, he's going to like Sunday Player. I think we have a chance at just getting out in front, getting him quickly. Terrence Breeze, if we want him. You got to do draft 2029, Alexander. Draft 2029. That should do it. So you can see, yeah, Cornell Burden, Bryce Baker, Robert Spain. So you can see, I mean, wide receivers are looking at us. They see 3 wide receivers drafted in the last 2 years, including a first-round pick, a wide receiver. I mean, that's, if you're a wide receiver, you're looking at us and you're like, you know how to develop them, or you know how to get them in the transfer portal, more realistically. So we've got 25 hours. Thing is, do we bring how much do visits cost for these guys? Some of these visits are quite expensive. Some of them are not, though. If we can get Forston, here's what we're gonna do. Walk with me, talk with me. We're gonna bring Forston to the game against Illinois. We're gonna sell him on playing time. He's got A+ for that. We're also gonna bring Kostrewa there. We're gonna need to free up 25 hours. So here's what we do. What do you think, Alexander? You like those little commands? I think it's cool. We can update them as time goes on. Interest status, no, recruiting stage. So we want to go to the whoever's towards the bottom here and is getting 50 hours. George Pinto, we're in kind of a tight battle for him. Matt Fallen, perfect. We're gonna bring him down to 25. That's still good enough. 25, still good enough, and then we're going to go back to the ready for visit tab. We're going to send Keon. He gets a complimentary visit too. I'm interested in playing style, but that can always drop, so we're going to do pro potential because that's not going to drop over time. So he's going to meet alumni. He's going to be meeting Nnamdi Ogboko. Keon's going to be meeting Ogboko. He's going to be meeting Cornell Burden. He's going to be saying, hey guys, what's it like playing for Coach? What's it like playing for Coach Wade? And they're going to say, hey, especially Cornell, he's going to be like, hey, look at the piles of money that are just sitting in my bank account right now. That's thanks to Coach. So we've got some guys on, guys on visits. We've got Dorsey and we've got Ruffin. Ruffin, I mean, do we want to? Maybe we want to put. Let's take the other 25 hours off Matt Fallon. It's crazy when I'm doing this during the day. I feel like I have my brain is so much clearer. I can see the full vision. So we only know conference prestige is what he wants. We're gonna guess the hard sell. Let's see, how many options could it possibly be? It could be a lot. You know what? We're not gonna guess the hard sell. We're just gonna send the house on him. Hope that the visit goes well, and hopefully we can try and steal Nolan Dorsey early. Okay, and good thing I checked because we know he likes Conference Legend, and so we can hard sell him. We have an insanely good pitch. Recruits that are at all close to us, they're getting AAA pitch. I need to get some more coffee. I brewed a pot, but I need to go pour it. So I think we can get Nolan Dorsey. Forston, we've actively done that. Okay, let's see. We're just gonna check to make sure quickly that we don't have anybody in the top 5 that we could be. Anybody with hours, we want to make sure that we're doing the best possible pitches. Tresman Simonson, okay. Jocelyn, Kevin Wolf. Kevin Wolf, we moved to Sunday player. Yep. Brad Sanders, still not in the top 5. Okay. I think we're doing this about as well as we could be. Okay, perfect. I'm going to just pour some coffee. It'll be 2 seconds. Be right back. Here's the one silver lining to Troy Barnes getting injured, walk with me, talk with me, is that Bernie Shipman was going to transfer out due to playing time had he not seen a snap this season. And that, I would like him as again, this is exactly the reason that I want a good backup quarterback so that the season doesn't go completely to shit if we face an injury. Oh, that's some good coffee. So the good thing is he will get his playing time. The real question we're going to have is after he is when Troy comes back, do we play him on the road at Miami? We will have to see. Well, we don't need to worry about that now. We are going to... I kind of liked starting offense only, that one, playing through the first quarter on offense. So I think we're going to do it again. We played in the All Blacks. I want to see, do we have any alternates that we maybe haven't used quite as much? The Grays, I'm not like a huge fan of. Maybe, can we custom, let's see. Let's get a little funky with it. The white lime helmet. We've got, I mean, we're not wearing the whites at home. Can we do some of these are looking... I don't know. This is just me remaking the all blacks. We're gonna wear the all blacks again. What can I say? I think it looks crispy. We're gonna play the offense only. We're gonna play through the first quarter on offense. Hope to set the tone. Then go to play the moments. And then maybe take over in the fourth quarter. I like the pacing. I like how it feels. It feels like a good amount of game action. And I don't feel like we're getting as, you know, the moments are feel more balanced. Here we are in game 2. Our star quarterback, 5-star quarterback is injured, but we still have our 5-star wide receiver, our transfer stud. So let's cook. Let's get this going. Let's hopefully get the ball on offense. We get it, start the game. Look at the stands. I mean, this is no joke. We're filling them out so much. Look at the stands all around. The UAB faithful finally have a team that's worth supporting, and they are actively doing so. Doug Grubbs, we'll take it. Nice little 5-yard rush. Start it off. This is a first conference game very early on. Very early on. And a huge play to Nicky, and look at how fast he is. And that's a big, big play. Second play of the game, Bernie Shipman connects with Nicky for a 32-yard gain. Huge. It's called a little read option. Oh man, they are spread out. Reading that defensive end. Should have maybe audibled. Should have maybe audible. Meant to call a different play. That's okay. And Doug Grubbs picks up 1 yard. Live to fight another day. Saw this play of Anthony Richardson preseason getting blown up, and Chase Daniel was kind of walking through why he kind of made a mistake. Very interesting. Took too long. Don't know if I love the play call. We're gonna punt it. I know it's not the most fun, but 4th and 7, I don't like it. Try and pin him deep. That's not a good punt. That's a horrible punt, in fact. And that is a ban. I don't want cheap viewers. Just want the people that want to be here. Let's see how the defense does in simulation. They gave us the ball back in the first quarter. No damage done. Thank you, defense. Call a little screen action. The bad punt doesn't hurt us. We're flipping it to the other side. I always like to run to the side with a little bit more space, a little bit more green grass. Huge ball, and Grubbs cannot hang it in or bring it in. Excuse me. Call a little run play here. Don't know if I love this. We can get, we're going to be watching that cornerback on the outside, and we knew that Ebukam was going to be open. All depended on where that cornerback went. One read, easy peasy. Hills, I like the look of. Hills can't quite get out there. Gets 3 yards. I don't mind if we take slow, methodical drives down the field. If it means maybe we lull the defense into a sense of security. Can Robinson perhaps just go by him? Bernie Shipman, he's running. I didn't see the look right away. Bernie Shipman, he doesn't, look, it's not Bryce Baker out there. Let me be clear. But he's got some speed. We're going to be watching that middle linebacker. Does he drop back in coverage or does he blitz? Drops back in coverage. Just find Grubbs, little check down. Keep the ball moving. Churn the clock. Stretch play. If we check the blocking assignments, is Hills not going to block? And that was just not a good play call. Sloman, they need to get him off the field. Keeps getting injured. And just take another sack. That's That's really what we can't have. Mike White's going to have to make a really long field goal here. Oh, and that's just not good enough. The sack there was really big, and it knocked us out of field goal range, as you can see. All right, this might be the final offensive drive of the first quarter before we hop back into the moments. You can see the safety. They are really getting some good coverage on Robinson. Maybe we need a jet touch pass to manufacture a touch for him. Let's see if they're bringing some heat. They are. We find Nicky. And that's just a good completion. Robinson doesn't have the leverage, but he's open. Robinson, one man to beat. Oh, he gets down to the 1 yard line. Huge play as the first quarter winds towards the close. Bernie Shipman. I don't know if that was Bernie Shipman on the throw. 53-yard pass. All Robinson, though. Cooks the defense on the outside. Now let's just pound it home. Get into the end zone. Too easy, untouched. Doug Grubbs gets in. That's 7. Oh. Dance on him, Doug. Dance on him, baby. Doug Grubbs. I'm happy he didn't leave, because he's one of 3 running backs. There is no depth. So if one of them gets injured, Godspeed. Godspeed. We had 8 wide receivers, wanted to convert one of them to running back, but EA said, you have too few. Okay, we'll play this final one. Looks like interception. I think that's Robbie Cobb. Robbie Cobb with the interception. Let's check it in the stats. We can see. Robbie Cobb. Excellent name. Transfer linebacker. One of our best players. Again, our linebacking core. Very good. Get it out quick. Get it to Tramel Hills. He's been, true freshman, has not played like it. He has not looked phased. They've got a lot of guys in the box. We're going to audible. And honestly, maybe we cheese with Robinson. Robinson is simply too open. That's our senior wide receiver. Don't press him on the line with no safety help. He spikes that ball into the stands, and we're up 14-0. Jalen Robinson. He's got the speed. He's got the heart. And most importantly, he is just better than your defensive backs. All right, we're going to go into more options. We are going to go into key moments. So we've got a feel for the offense and, most importantly, the Louisville defense. And now we're back in the red zone. Love this play. Love this play. Tanner Bradshaw is the one that kind of brought this to my attention. I really need to maybe explore the playbook a little bit more. Nicky gets the first down. Too easy. Bernie Shipman with 223 yards passing in the first half. That's awesome. I don't think we were passing a lot with Bryce. And this is a welcome delight. A quarterback who can sling the rock. I'm curious to see if Troy Barnes can keep up the... I think if that linebacker on the outside blitzes, Nicky should be free. If not, we're going to look to Hills and or Robinson quickly. Not free, but he does make the contested catch. Nicky, our tight end, big body. And we are inching ever closer to the end zone. I hate this call. We're going to call play action. Play action pass. Maybe Nicky gets open. Oh, that was a dangerous throw. Risky throw. Risky throw. Don't love any of these plays. Give me a quick pass. I love this the slot quick flat. It looks like they're playing man defense. And jump the route. We need to get in here. I'm not satisfied with a quick unders. I'm not satisfied with the field goal here. Not satisfied with the field goal here. We tried to get it off at the last second. But you know what? Let's go with 3 scores. We're playing smart. As much as it pains me. Mike White drills it. Would have loved to get a touchdown there, but we have lost by a field goal before. They score a touchdown. We're playing the moments now, so not just offense. We don't get an opportunity to get back in. But we have a little 2-minute drill here. Delayed blitz. Doug Grubbs. He's wide open. Maybe if we did a little juke move there, we get open. We still have all 3 timeouts. And that's just an overcooked throw from Bernie Shipman. He's played well today, though. You know, he couldn't have been happy getting demoted for the 5-star freshman. But he shows why. You never know. Let's read where that safety goes. And Bernie with a beautiful ball to the sideline. Oh, my goodness. You know, Jalen Robinson's up there somewhere. Jalen Robinson is up there somewhere. Actually, you know what? We're watching that again. Here's what I was looking at. I mean, am I being completely honest with you? I just wanted to see if the safety was going that way immediately. And then, I mean, talk about a throw from Bernie Shipman. Places it where only Jalen can get it. I thought Jalen was going out of bounds for sure. Almost took the hands off the controller. He almost busted one free. Jalen Robinson cooking the CPU, and that's not a good throw. That's not a good decision, to be honest with you. Should have held it. And red zone alert, interception. That looks like, is that a second interception from, it's 14-17, so that interception by Clay Haynesworth. That interception in the red zone to end the first half looms large. Again, it's looking likely that we're going to play the whole fourth quarter. If they're going to give us the easy 10 yards, we're going to take it. We have to score here. We're audibling quickly. I don't like these looks. Throwing it away. Throwing it away. Bernie has been throwing a lot. Ebukam hauls it in for the touchdown. Huge, huge play. Go up by 10 once more. They're not giving us... Stop. Hold up. Play full game. We're getting in. Still only a 10-point game. 1st and 10. They are driving. They are driving here. Let's step in. Let's help them out. They almost convert the first down. Let's get some pressure. Dial up a blitz. I mean, they do get the first. Like the 4-2-5 a little bit more, though. Goodwell. Come on, baby. We're looking for a big stop here. At least force him into a field goal. I can only cover one guy. We were going to have to leave somebody open. Just could not get pressure. Yeah, we are going to mix it up, commentators. We are going to go into man. Defense not getting him to the ground quickly enough. Gotta hold strong here. I'm trying to dial up some extra pressure, but it's just not getting home. Oh, running back's wide open. Miss that, miss that. That's tough. We're gonna be up by only 3. We've got recruits visiting. We're ranked. Louisville is not ranked, so it's huge. We call for the fair catch because you do get it at the 25. Let's get it going through the air. I mean, no. Robinson on a post. Drags them off Grubbs. Grubbs gets 8 yards. Slowly move it down the field. Fake jet with Hills. Oh, I don't like this call. Don't like this call one bit. They might be bringing heat. They are. Easy first for nickel. They're crowding the box. Possibly, I don't know why I'm trying to run the ball here. They've got the personnel to stop us. The blocking, though, is a little scary. Oh, man. I can't believe Ebukam hauled that in. That was a horrible read. Absolutely bailed. Whew. Oof. We're not close to Mike White's field goal range. Hills is the preferred read here. Maybe Nicky. Hills, the 5-star, brings it in, shows us why he was such a highly rated recruit. Oh man, just he gets hit right away, but he hangs on. Tramel Hills, future legend status loading. That's all I'll say. Okay, we're looking at this Robinson Hills concept. We're gonna see which way they bite. They bite on Robinson, as of course you might expect them to. Those two playing off of each other, I think, is going to be key to our success. We're going to let this clock tick. I probably should turn chew clock on. But going up 6, to be honest with you, I hate it. I hate it when NFL teams do it, when college teams do it. Because 6, it's, touchdown and the PAT, you lose. It's over. Versus if you're up 3, they're gonna likely just go for 3 and settle for 3. Nicky just picking up 8. Keep moving it forward. We're not afraid to pass with the lead. We are not afraid to pass with the lead. And Doug Grubbs, that's huge. Jet sweep Robinson. Okay, I go to Robinson. I find the jet. Yes. Player, Jalen Robinson. Jet touch pass. You redeemed 2, Alexander. Two runs. Do you have another run that you want? And Robinson, he's free! Gets down to the 5. Well, we used it there and forces them to call a timeout. Huge call. Thank you, Alexander. Great call. Great call. Great call. You do have a second call of that run. Oh, Jalen Robinson injured. Dan McLennan is too. That sucks because these phantom injuries at the end of games, which I'm telling you, they happen so frequently. Don't love it. It doesn't allow, the clock's not running. Angel. If Hills can pick up that block, I think Angel is free. Oh, and Hill can't quick it. And BJ Burke, stay up, brother. It's our own players with the injuries that are stopping the clock. What are we doing? Jalen Robinson. Jalen, we need you here. Because we're calling a jet touch pass. And it's Hills, not Robinson. Oh, no. Well, we'll see what the 5-star freshman can do. Doesn't have the speed. And I don't run it correctly. Look, chat. We're going for it. And hear me out. Here's why we are. Because going up 6 does nothing for us. They still beat us with the touchdown. If we go up 10, they need more. Don't love Robinson's route here. And can't even get the ball out. That's not good. That's not good. That's on me. No one to blame but myself. Sorry, chat. If I don't see what's going on over there, we're locking in here. I'm a little mad about all those clock stoppages as a result of injury. Some of it was our own guys. So it's like, my man, you gotta... I don't know what just happened there. Just trying to switch. 3rd and inches. I don't know why the clock is stopped currently. Call a little Tampa 2. Okay. It's a 2-minute timeout. Let's get some simulated pressure. Got Smith. And they don't get it. Tell me they don't get it. 4th and inches. Huge, huge stop from the defense. How do we run commit? Keys. Run up middle. Oh, no. Oh, my God. No, 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 no. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. We had him. We had him there. What happened? What happened there? That's brutal. That's brutal. We had them wrapped up. Linebacker couldn't make the tackle. Big hit on the outside. The saving grace is that their kicker has a terrible leg. He's got 76 power. Maybe that can save us. They call the RPO, and they just get too many yards. When do we start thinking about calling timeouts? I feel like this is what happens every time we try to play defense at the end of the game. Oh, go for the ball. Popped up in the air. This is tight. Stop the RPO. They're rushing. Press at the line. Make him beat you. Oh, I missed him! Oh my god. This is stressful. This is stressful, folks. You know, chat, if anybody, I don't know how to play defense very well. We need to get these stops, and I simply don't know how to do it. We've kept all our timeouts, but oh my god. They're going to score a touchdown here. I mean, I simply knew this was going to happen. Stopped. Should I be calling the timeouts? Maybe. They spike it. They're kicking a field goal right now. What? Ice them. I don't know if that works on the computer. I know when the computer does it to you, it makes your thing all messed around. Pump up the crowd. Come on, Goodwill. Oh! Oh! No way! Oh my god, the slow-mo too! Oh my god. Oh my god. The computer, when they get down... No. No way. When the computer gets down around the hash, sometimes some funky stuff happens. To be clear, have college kickers missed this before? Absolutely. Wow. No double doink, but Bears fans, look away. I mean, yikes. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? How do you think Vera is feeling right now? His offense just sliced and diced our defense all the way down to the 1. They say, hey, buddy, we've got it on the 1. You've got us, right? And he says, John Vieira says, no worries. It'll be easy. And instead, he's watching Bernie Shipman take a knee. That was a crazy game. That was a crazy game. Bernie Shipman with 408 yards and 2 touchdowns. Troy Barnes fans, look away. Look away, because that was a great performance. The defense is what's scaring me. Hey, Ball Alexander, don't forget, you redeemed that run twice, but it was at the end of the game, so we only called one. So next game that we play, make sure to just give a shout when you want to call that other QB run. So Bernie Shipman, I mean, wow. First game as the starter. He played well. We have a non-existent rushing attack. 1.5 a carry on the ground for Doug Grubbs. Yikes. We are quite one-dimensional at the moment. Jalen Robinson had 4 catches. He also had 160 yards. He's winning people their fantasy weeks. 1 touchdown. Trey Nicky, 7 for 75. I told you guys, I thought he might have 89 speed at 6'2". He's going to win a lot of the matchups against those linebackers. Tramel Hills, he doesn't get the deep balls, but he's consistent. He made some big catches in the fourth quarter. 9 for 64 for the 5-star freshman. Ezekiel Abukum, 4 for 57, and Doug Grubbs, he's catching them out of the backfield. So maybe that's our run game, the screen game, the short pass. DeMarcus Brooks, 13 tackles as a free safety. Shaquez Alba, another 10. Zeke Karoma, 1 tackle for loss. Duzabel, 1. We didn't get any quarterback pressure. Don't love to see that. This is why we need to, really focus on the defense. Robbie Cobb gets 1. Clay Haynesworth gets an interception. DeMarcus Brooks forces a fumble. And apparently Zeke Karoma also blocked a field goal. Crazy. That was an insane ending. An insane ending. Maybe we didn't focus on that enough, but that ending was crazy. We're very close to unlocking the next level and boosting our quarterbacks. Okay, let's see how that visit went for our 2 recruits in attendance. See if perhaps we level up with some XP gains. Let's see. Weekly advance summary. Looks like we lost out on a cornerback. Screen always goes fast. XP gains coming slow. We're up to number 17, or maybe were we already at 17? I can't remember. Payne and Nix, they might want to transfer due to playing style. I don't blame them. Our defense has been a little shaky. Let's see. Dorsey. Oh, it looks like we made big gains on Dorsey. We will check that in a second. We're playing Illinois this week. Alexander, I know that's a big game for you. Playing Illinois. Let's see. Heisman watch. LaMichael Ayu. That name seems to be very common. That's our defensive coordinator's name. Cole Brace. Redshirt sophomore for Georgia. And Teron Doran? Sure, we'll go with that. Georgia's just cooking in the early going. Heisman watch. What are we looking for? Just make sure we didn't get any new injuries. We did. Robert Lipscomb. Our already very thin safety depth is even thinner. Not great. Charles Johnson will be back in 1 week. Troy Barnes will be back in 2. Okay. We can deal with that. Bernie Shipman played incredibly in his absence. Our playing style, that's not great. We can no longer recruit Braden Opeda because our playing style... What does the box specialist need for... I don't usually like to recruit for playing style because I think sometimes it can just be tough. Wow, I mean, we're not even giving up that many rushing yards a game. And we're still at a B-. That's tough. What about for running backs? Because I think we're losing out on recruiting of some running backs as a result too. This is what happens when we've had no running game whatsoever. Yikes! 45 rushing yards a game. Sheesh. Okay, I mean, to be fair to these to Devin Cobbs, if I saw that and I was a running back, I would be terrified. So, okay. But let's look at Nolan Dorsey, who we just had visit. If we can get him to recruit if we can get him to commit this week, which is possible. So maybe this is what we were missing. Those early season recruits going heavy on some of these guys. We might be able to. We need to get him this week. That was a great visit week. Great visit week. And if we can get him to commit, then he won't even go to LSU for the visit. So let's hope that happens. Who else did we have visit? Kevin Wolf. He is a Sunday player. Yeah, we're gonna start from the top. Jameel Dunham, we haven't really been recruiting. We don't need a quarterback that badly, obviously. So I haven't been too worried. We need skill players across the rest of the offense. So Dorsey should be in good shape. We're just we're just checking all the guys that we have we have hours on, so we can see if we need to change anything around. Iodele, okay, we know he's a Sunday player. That's good. We'll hard sell him on it. Keep bringing in talent. Sunday player. There we go. We've got a great pitch for that. Hopefully we can beat out Kentucky. Tim Ruffin, we get into the mix. Will we get him? Unsure. If we pitch the actual hard sell, maybe. it's not a lost cause. Because our grades at this point in year 6 are good enough that we can be in the running for some of these, you know, more highly touted recruits. The visit was huge for him. And it's going to be a little bit before the A&M visit, and it's going to be a while before the LSU visit. I don't know if we're going to get Tim Ruffin, but I think it's worth a shot. Tresman Simonson, I think I am almost certain already what the hard sell is going to be. It's going to be Conference Legend. I feel like a lot of the 4-stars have Conference Legend. It's just something I feel like I've noticed as I've played this more and more. This seems very similar for Graham Jocelyn. We've just got a lot of guys that want to dominate the conference. It's just when I see the championship contender, or when I see conference prestige, proximity to home, usually we can kind of get cooking there. James Forston is coming on campus this week. He does like to be clocked in. That's good. Those are our better grades. So we're going to hard sell him on being clocked in. Jameson Forston. And then Brad Sanders. Playing time pro potential. I feel like we should be able to get his hard sell by now. Playing time pro potential. This one I don't know quite as well. It's not football influencer. I think it has to be clocked in as well. So Brad Sanders and Jameson Forston. It looks like we're getting better at this. I mean, do we try and bring Brad in week 7? Keon Kostrewa is coming this week too. UCLA's visit is really, really far away, so we should be able to keep this lead. We should be. Keyword there is should. Andy Kuhn does not want to be here. James Messer. George Pinto, believe he just went to his top. Championship contender, conference prestige. I wonder what the third variable could be, although that's not as good here. Let's see, is there another one that might be better? Championship contender, conference prestige. We know... no, it's going to be... The proximity to home here hurts us a bit. He is from Honolulu, though, so not many teams are going to have good proximity to home grades. So, probably doesn't hurt us as much as I was maybe initially thinking there. We get locked out on Damian Patton. That is okay. Recruiting seems to be going a lot better. We need to up the playing style. We just need to play better defense, I suppose. We need to play better defense. But yes, let's see who is ready for visits, and maybe we stack some visits on top of each other. We could bring, if we wanted to recruit Jameel Dunham, we could bring him in on a visit. It's only 15 hours. Thayer we didn't like all that much. Kevin Wolf I feel like might actually commit early. Ayadele, maybe we bring in these offensive linemen. Maybe we bring them in week 7 against Syracuse. Let's try that. Sell them on conference prestige. We'll do the same for Graham Jocelyn. We have 20 hours, so we've got Trez Simonson. It's gonna be offensive line week against Syracuse. Let's get the big boys on campus. We're gonna sell them on conference prestige. I like as a seller because it can't change, and they'll all get a boost. I mean, if we bring in Dunham, I don't really care about Dunham, to be completely honest with you. And the wide receivers are not going to get complimentary, but it could be worthwhile. It could be worthwhile. So let's see. Somebody where we're... Wolf will take off 10 just for a week. We'll take off 10 on Wolf, and we will schedule... We'll schedule Dunham. And we know he likes proximity to home. I don't know if I really care about getting him, but I do want those offensive linemen. So if he helps with that, all the better. But yes, okay. So we have okay, so we have a game against Illinois. Gonna be huge. Ball Alexander, you still got that that QB run that we will cash in this game. Got some recruits in attendance along the defensive line. Illinois has taken a step back, but we will see how they perform. I've liked what we've been doing. I don't know, Chad, have you enjoyed the kind of offense to start the game, moments to kind of get through the middle half, and then fourth quarter when it's close? It's been close both games. Have you liked that style? I kind of have. I feel like it's just the right amount of the game. It also minimizes the amount of time that I have to play defense, which admittedly, Heisman the quarterback's cooking me. We're playing in, you know, stay hot and keep the All Blacks. Illinois comes to town, taking on the number 17 UAB Blazers. We get the ball in offense to start the game once more. And you know what? Oh God, I was gonna say we're audibling. They have a lot of guys at the line. Are we even gonna be able to get off something to Robinson? Oh, tried to get out of the pressure. You know, chat, I don't usually do that, but And Trammell Hills, what a route! An absolute beauty, gets it all back and then some. You know, look, Jalen Robinson's obviously going to take a lot of the headlines, but Trammell Hills, his route running is so crisp, and I was skeptical, but you can feel it on the field. Oh, Nicky getting it done. Bullying this Illinois defense. As you can see, 2 recruits in attendance. Trammell Hills. But we're going to find Robinson here. Jalen Robinson injured. Don't love that. I don't know who Illinois has played because it said they've allowed 167 yards per game. We're going to change that. Abukam just getting the first. We're going to substitute Hills. This early in the game, we're not trying to get Jalen Robinson any more hurt than he already is. We've got Angel out to fill the wide receiver 2 role. Nicky is also just such a... Trey Nicky is such a steady, reliable target for us. I feel like he's got great hands, great speed for a tight end. Running back in motion. Find him. No yards there. We're going to call a running back direct snap. They're bunched up here. I think we should be able to get this off. Doug Grubbs gets the first down. 12-yard rush. Keep those chains moving. Gonna fake the jet touch pass. Maybe set this up for later in the game. Robinson is back. His wear and tear is not amazing currently. Or are they going to fall for the bait? They don't move anybody. That was not the right call. Defense does not bite. Still trying to manufacture touches a little bit for the running backs. We do need to run the ball more. It's hard with the state of our running game, but it's important. 4-yard gain. We do love this play. It looks like they're not playing man defense. I'm curious where that cornerback on the second cornerback from the outside, where he goes. Oh, gotta get that out sooner. Hills was wide open, but I waited too long to throw it, and the cornerback recovered. We'll take 3 on the first offensive drive. They punt it to us. We get the ball back. Let's establish a little bit of a running game. I liked flipping it to the other side, though. We're asking Robinson to make a block, which might not be the best idea with his injury, but 7 yards we will take. We will take all day of the week. I want to look while we're playing the full drives. I want to take a look at the playbook and really get. We're running into the teeth of the defense here. I don't love this look. Call a little play action here. Maybe see if we can hit Robinson over the middle. And we do find Robinson. I say, we need to run the ball more. Next play, play action pass. I mean, it worked to perfection, though. Linebackers bit. Let's look at a little outside zone. Keep it moving. Doug Grubbs. Problem is our tight. We don't have very good blocking tight ends. I say that, and oh my God. Nicky made a great block there to free Grubbs. Beautiful, beautiful play. Grubbs, and now he's injured. I don't feel like we can even touch the ball without somebody getting hurt. It's a little frustrating. Maybe we need to just change the injury sliders. I've been resistant to changing any of the sliders thus far. Possibly it needs to happen. Grubbs, or I don't know who that was. We're going to substitute Ezekiel Abukum. Abukam should be running into a good box. Linebacker gets through. 3rd and 7. What is happening? Do you see the Illinois defender in the backfield? What the heck is happening? All right, I could have snapped it and got him offsides, but that felt a little cheesy. So we didn't. There was nobody open. We're going to have to punt the ball. Unfortunate. Punt is okay. Wish it had a little bit more juice, but we'll see when the next time. Okay, this will be our last first quarter offensive possession. Then we'll go to the moments, see what it's looking like in the fourth quarter. See what it is looking like in the fourth quarter. We waited, threw that with anticipation. Abukam can't haul it in. Keep saying, need to run it more, need to run it more. And we're passing. Doug Grubbs is back out there. Ricardo Irvin is down now too. But he does get 9 yards. We're running the ball a lot better today than we have in the first 2 games. What is this defense? They blitzed. Robinson catches it underneath. We're gonna sub whenever possible, especially early in the game. Don't want an injury. And Trey Nicky. We need some good saying for Trey Nicky, because he gets it done. He really does. Wow, all my talking about our rushing game looking better. We have 28 yards on the ground. 94 through the air though. Still cooking through the air. Don't know what it is. We just feel a little bit better through the air, I suppose. Cover 3 look, maybe. Oh, man. I tried to throw to the running back, didn't get it off. Trammell Hills. Cook him. Bernie Shipman, wide open. Wide open grass. They're not putting a spy out there. We're going to keep moving it on the ground if possible. We want a more balanced offense. I mean, wide open across the middle. We just got to get this off. We knew they were blitzing. Trammell Hills. He cuts so quickly. He gets open. He gets into space. He's just been awesome. All right, Alexander. I don't know how we gotta. I think go into the play sheet and select Robinson specifically to get him have him get the jet touch pass. But Trammell Hills, one man to beat, spin cycle touchdown. That might be Trammell Hills' first touchdown. I can't remember if he got one in the first 2 games. But that is huge. I didn't mean to just keep playing on offense. One last time in this first half. Next drive, jet pass. Okay, we'll do that on second down here. Run in with Bernie. Bernie gets out of bounds. I mean, you can't just keep riding him. Pause. Okay, jet touch pass. We're going to be set up on that side of the field. How's the blocking looking? It may work. I'm not 100% certain that was the right call. I'm not 100%. They had sniffed that out. I think I should have audibled. I wanted to just be cognizant of your channel spend, Alexander. And Ebukam gets the first. Great play. But now, here's what that sets up. We've got the fake jet touch pass. Does that bring them over? It doesn't. But even still, Ebukam gets 5. We'll take that. Or that was Stoke, excuse me. Deontay Stoke, our third of 3 running backs. What does this look? Cover 3, perhaps? We'll find Trammell Hills. Get that first Trammell. Trammell Hills, safety blanket for the quarterback. I can already tell when Troy Barnes comes back, that's going to be maybe his favorite target. He gets open in the short to intermediate area, and so he really is a quarterback's best friend. They are playing in heavy sets, a lot of guys in the box. And we're still moving the ball on the ground. I mean, it feels like we're getting about 5 yards a carry. We're going to call an RPO, looking for the bubble screen. They're pressing. Why is their cornerback turned facing the end zone? Hello, EA? I mean, I just don't want to take advantage of what are clearly bugs in this game. You just see the defender just not even looking at the play. So we're not going to do that. They might be sending heat. Oh, and Trey Nicky can't haul that one in. I think we're going to take the field goal again. We haven't regretted it in the past. We're going to take the field goal. More options. We're going to go into play key moments, and we're going to see how this goes into the fourth quarter. 2-minute drill, get some points. They score 3. Looks like a cover 2 concept. So pull the zone. Can't get that one out. Maybe we try a shot here. Oh, this is the right concept. Get this ball snapped. Get this ball snapped. Just didn't have enough time, unfortunately. Let's see if Trammell Hills might be able to get open here. Trammell can't get there. Probably our worst drive on offense all game. I was really not focused on, taking what the defense is giving us. I was really hoping to push it down the field, but maybe that's not the play. Playing the moments, keeping an eye on the clock. We are in the third quarter. Says to keep the drive alive. Looks like we're on the 44. Gonna go with a little unders concept. I don't mind going for it here. I know it's aggressive. But Trammell Hills, he, like I said, safety blanket extraordinaire. Third down, take control, keep the drive alive. Okay, they're not really giving us any defensive moments. CPU must be sniffing out that it is not our forte, it is not our strength. Jalen Robinson does make the catch. It's on the 39. Okay. It's a really long field goal. It's a really long field goal. We're going to go for it again. We're going to put Robinson on a slant. And Slayton drops it! Oh my goodness, Slayton, what are you doing, brother? Okay, we're into the fourth. Stop the sim. We're going into the full game. 3rd and 8. On the 7. Oh, on their own 7. It's a close game once more. Defense is playing well. And it's a safety! It's a safety! Illinois stumbling, bumbling, rumbling into the back of the end zone. I wasn't even watching the defensive line, to be honest. Eli Goldberg, our senior transfer edge rusher, gets home. That is huge. Now we go up 9 points. Huge. Huge for sure. I like getting it in the fourth quarter. Even on defense, where I feel like I kind of serve as the handicap to our team, the dynamic lighting's making it a little harder to see. Hills and Robinson, I like that route concept, but Nicky, I mean, we might not have a lot of time to throw this ball. Route got jumped. I just want to do a quick film review here. If I had seen, I don't know what the read was. We really needed somebody underneath because everybody was clearing out. They covered pretty well, so I don't feel like I missed like the easy read. Okay, this is a really weird coverage look. Are they sending are they overloading me on the left side? No, they're all dropping back in coverage. I tried to get something with Shipman, but I'm getting quite confused by how they're putting together their defense. Little levels concept. They're playing a zone defense, clearly. Robinson can't haul it in. We're going to have to punt it. I mean, maybe I just couldn't find what I liked there. Not a good punt. Our 5th punt of the day. No matter what happens in this drive, we will still have the lead. But it could be as low as a 1-point lead, so that doesn't bring me a ton of solace. And that's a huge play just off the rip. We're going to try maybe a little bit of man coverage. The defense has been doing amazing in simulation against this team. Of course, with me on the sticks, that may all change. They can't convert there. Let's bring a little heat. A little heat with the blitz. We'll play as Soro in coverage. We'll use our Soro. And I just get cooked. I tried to catch up to him, but look at this on the sideline. Coach Wade turning into some sort of demogorgon creature. Let's see if we can see this in the replay. It doesn't show on the replay, but I'm telling you. That has been happening since the patch. The Shadow Realm has made its appearance. Goodwell, come down, get the running back. Hammer the quarterback. Can't quite get there. Can't quite get that big hit. You know, when I'm playing on defense as the user, I feel absolutely helpless. Don't know what I'm doing. Can't get the hit on the tight end. Underneath look. And great play off the edge. Eli Goldberg got the safety on the last drive. Makes a huge play on 2nd down. Soro covering the running back here on the blitz. Oh, and they don't read the quarterback on the RPO, and he's going to score. I mean, whenever I'm playing defense, the AI just, they make me look silly. John Johns. I didn't even know that was the quarterback's name. Ball Alexander, how do you feel about your favorite team's quarterback being named John Johns? I actually am quite surprised that they took 1 here. I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess 1 is better than going for 2. Going for 2 doesn't do anything. All right, we need to try and drain the clock. We need to drain the clock on this drive. We've been playing so many close games. Does not feel good. I don't know what I am doing. Throw it away. The commentator said, with not much open on the field, he found his parents over there in the stands. Sorry about that. Read the safety. Where does his hips turn? We're taking a shot. Jalen Robinson can't bring it in. Oh my. Oh my. I saw the safety turn his hips. I knew we had a one-on-one look. He had a step. It hit his hands. He wasn't even hit. Oh, Jalen. You gotta bring that in. The commentator is in my head saying, oh my god, how do you drop that throw? He was wide open. I feel vindicated. Oh god. Can't get the screen off. Disaster class. We're still rattled by that Jalen Robinson drop. 6th punt of the day. We're going to have to learn how to play defense, and we're going to have to do it extremely fast. Extremely fast. What is the call here? They're running it, and we are not ready for the run. Field goal puts them on top. Field goal puts them on top. Defense was playing great until I took the sticks. But we can't make any excuses. What is happening here? Oh my god. I'm in a prison, a mind prison of my own creation here. A mind prison of my own creation. I'm getting so in my head. They're just running the ball, but off the outside. I can't tell who that was. Excellent play by the linebacker. Cover 6. Let's play over the top here. We stop them. They keep trying to run the ball. John's great name. Whatever you say, Alexander. Whatever you say. They're going deep. I saw that. Oh my god. Man, split the seams. Now we should be worried. Illinois has stormed back in the fourth quarter. They're up 5. And we need some big plays, and we need a touchdown here. We need a touchdown. Has not been our best day on offense. And we looked to one side, we looked to the other side. We didn't have enough time to look to the side again. Defense has taken some hits. Oh, Robinson should be open, but maybe not. I don't know what I'm looking for. The defense is kind of clamping right now. Or I don't know if they're truly clamping or if I just... get sacked. We have to punt. We simply have to punt. We can't go for it here. And we're going to have to get a stop. God. I did not feel comfortable. I mean, that's probably what they're looking for, but I did not feel comfortable that whole time. We call a blitz. Just, you gotta be kidding me, man. They're gonna wait. We're not gonna call our timeout. We're gonna wait for the 2-minute warning, and then it's gonna be game if they get another first down. I don't know what I need to be doing. I don't know how to make these adjustments. It's just been brutal. It's just been brutal. Whenever we play defense, by and large, we give up points. Like Illinois scored 23 points in the fourth quarter. 23 of their 27 points in the third quarter. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Maybe 24. I think they had 3 going into the fourth. Just bottled it. Frustrating game. Calling a prevent. What we expect. Tramel Hills gets some garbage time yards. I mean, Alexander, if you have any tips, I don't know. I don't know what we need to be doing better offensively. Couple of huge drops. I thought Robinson was going to haul that in. I don't know how we play better on defense. Offense haven't been making the best reads. We don't have a really very balanced offense, which doesn't help. Tramel Hills, I mean, 10 for 104 today. If we lose this game, which it appears we are likely to, at least we can take solace in the fact that Tramel Hills has looked the part of a 5-star wide receiver in his, first 3 games of the season. I feel like he's just always open. More open than even Robinson. He's got that silly animation where they throw the hands back. Don't love that, but... I mean, again, the day was 73 rushing yards. Yikes. Yikes. Third and 4. 3rd and 4. Tough, and I just... The pressure gets home to me a little too easily. See where that safety goes. We'll take a shot. Why not? Robinson can... Yeah, we're just going to sit him to the end of this game. Unfortunate. That one sucked. I'm not even going to front with you guys. That one sucked. I mean, we didn't play good offensively, clearly, but I'm more frustrated with myself for just not having a good understanding. That should not win you player of the game. 140 yards, 24 points in the 4th quarter, all really with us on the sticks. That's tough. I don't even want to look at the stats, to be honest with you. Maybe you should have looked at it for Tramel Hills, but I mean, that's not good. Not good. Tough. We do sign Nolan Dorsey. He was watching that one on TV and he said, man, you guys need some running backs. Tim Ruffin, was that the guy that I think we brought in Tim last week, if I remember correctly. I see our offense has gone down to an 86, which can only mean an injury. And an injury to a top player. Let's check the report. Devin Manning, our left tackle, starting left tackle, is injured. Dislocated ankle, out for 6 weeks. Lipscomb we already knew about. Troy Barnes is last week out. Troy Barnes soon to return. Soon to return. He's only played in 3 quarters this season before unfortunately going down to injury. Cobbs and Opeta, man, if playing style is cooking us on Opeta, which is unfortunate because we invested a lot of time into him. Got locked out of Breeze. Got locked out on Ruffin. We had brought him in. Currently locked out on Grubbs too. All unfortunate. Forston, how did that visit go? Still positive, even though we lost. We had the complimentaries, we had the good position meeting. So still worth it. Still worth it. Forston we're getting closer on. Keon Kostrewa getting closer on too. The playing style is hurting us a little bit. And I am a little worried that UCLA is gaining ground. I'm a little worried that UCLA is gaining ground. But we have our first recruit much earlier than we usually get them. So maybe that is a good sign. So let's go for in the top 5. I mean, are we in the top 2 on any of these guys? Okay, let's go to Odiele. Ayadele, excuse me. Jocelyn. Both good pitches. Kevin Wolf. We'll go back to putting 50 on him. Maybe I want to put him on a visit. I'm a little scared we lose him. Tresman Simonson. These guys all coming against Syracuse. Like we said, offensive line day. Brad Sanders, we might need to put him on a visit in week 8 to secure the commitment. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to put Brad Sanders there. We already had Forson visits. We already had Kostrewa visits. If we bring Pinto in, it is a complimentary. So we will do that. Sell him on conference prestige. We're trying to use some of these a little bit more strategically this year. We bring in James Messer too. Coach prestige. No. Oh, fuck. Can't undo that either. That's unfortunate. Misclicked there. Going a little too fast. Sucks. That visit is gonna be. He doesn't care about that, so okay. Not exactly what we wanted to do. And then if we're bringing Jameel Dunham in anyway, we'll send the house. We'll try and get him in. Xavier Thayer, we don't want him anyway. 84 speed, we're just going to remove him from the board. We are going to need to eventually replace him. We have 5 hours left. Sort by interest, sort by recruiting stage. So a lot of these guys getting closer. Nobody in the top 5 currently that we don't have hours on. So that's interesting. Some of these guys we hope the deal breaker comes up on. We are going to let's put 5 hours on this 5-star who nobody seems to be offering yet. Opeda would really like to get back in the mix on, but it might just be a class of a bunch of very solid 4-stars, and I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Okay. Frustrating loss. We'll bounce back. At least it was not a conference loss. That is something to keep in mind. It was a non-conference loss. I'm going to grab some more water. Actually, no, we have some more water. I'm going to grab some more coffee. We'll be right back. We will take on Stanford. Stanford, and then, chat, we will make a decision on if Troy Barnes will be the starter against Miami on the road. Let's see, are they still... I know I'm standing weirdly here, but I did want to just check this. Miami is number 3 overall on the road. We're going to have to make a big decision. Tough loss to Illinois, ILL. They're just too good of a school athletically and academically. Yeah, I don't know about that. But if you say so. Okay, Illinois is now ranked after beating us on our home turf. This is going to be our first road game of the season. Potentially the last start for Bernie Shipman. He looked really good 2 weeks ago against Louisville. Not as good. Our running game is non-existent. Weirdly enough, we're really missing Valemi Ramey. I tried to get him in the portal. Try to get him back, I should say. We're going to do a prediction for this one. Realize we haven't done a prediction in a bit. Let's see. I want to do one that let's see the overall of Stanford. All right. We're gonna have some fun with this. I'm gonna ask I'm going to ask GPT to give us a mock line for this game. We're going to get a mock line from this game from GPT. We're going to see what it says. Give me a mock betting line for this game. Okay. Okay, so we're just going with what GPT said. We're gonna go spread, question mark, UAB minus 13.5 or Stanford plus 13.5. Bet at your own peril. We'll keep this open for 5 minutes. That's the spread. That's the spread. GPT, they must not have watched our first games. Because I would not say I feel that confident. We're going to do the same as we have been. Oh, the controller has died. Hold on. We've been charging some batteries, though. I'm going to put in some new batteries. You got some time to get your prediction in. You can still hear me, hopefully, on the headset. That was the issue. That's why we lost to Illinois. Low battery controller. 13.5. Think carefully. If you've watched the first few games of this season, to be truthfully honest, if I was making a prediction here, I don't know what I would bet. I know that's not helpful. I know that's honestly deeply unhelpful. Oh, Stanford's got the All Blacks. Okay. I like the All Reds, though. We're going to start on offense through the first quarter. Then we're going to go to the moments. Fourth quarter, I might go offense only. I'm still a little terrified on defense. I might need to mess around offline and just learn how to play better, because it's not looking good when we hop in on defense. Maybe that's a little chickening out. Maybe we should challenge ourselves a little bit more. But offense has already been pretty challenging. UAB minus 13.5 in a conference game on the road. Don't know if I agree with that, but I wanted a slightly impartial source to set the line. I see Ball Alexander, usually a quick predictor, not touching the line so far. Maybe he wants to see a little action. You've got 3 minutes left, so you've got some time. We're on offense. It looks like they went for it on fourth down. They didn't convert, and now we have the ball. I always try and establish a run, go away from it very early. This looks like a pretty favorable box to run into. And Grubbs gets 6 yards. 6 yards early. Maybe we have some life. Let's go, Grubbs. Let's go, Grubbs. Grubbs powers forward. Doug Grubbs. We're starting on the ground. Just pounding these zone runs, making them respect our running game. They watched the film. They were like, these guys can't run at all. And we said, we're going to run it just down your throats, and you're going to be forced to respect us on the ground. You're going to be forced to respect us on the ground. And Trey Nicky, huge catch. 10 channel point prediction on the spread. What is the bet here? 10 on UAB minus 13.5. Okay. You believe. I think we want to keep it on the ground. We want to keep it on the ground. Check those blocking assignments. They moved to the outside. We're getting 7 yards on the ground. I was about to say we're not going away from. This is not the play I meant to call. I wish we had a running back here. I really wish we did. We're going to get Hills on the drag route. Hills finds the space. Keep running the ball. Force him. This is not the best look to run into. But they are not stopping. 8 yards again and again and again. Our running game has not looked good this season at all. It's probably been our worst year on the ground to date. But we have been running with ease today. I want him to commit. Possibly blitz us. Strong pass. Follow the blocks. Grubbs gets 5 yards here. 3 seconds left on the prediction. I don't blame y'all for being a little scared on the prediction. Blame you all for being a little scared. We got a draw here. I don't know if I love that call. Maybe should not have done that. We really want to score here. We really want to score here. I mean, that's obvious, I know. Of course you want to score here. And of course we take a sack instead. Drive it all the way down the field and then, you know, just not maybe locked in enough in the red zone. This is why we might struggle. We're back on offense. This is going to be, you know, we do the first quarter. So we'll do this drive and then might be back to the moments for a little bit. So we keep the pace moving. Stoke finds some space. 9-yard catch. Looking good. We're going to let the clock run out. And then maybe we'll call. We were doing very well running the ball that entire first drive. It doesn't look like it. Only 3-0. And only 37 yards. But we were going for 7.4 a carry with Doug Grubbs. That's I mean, that's pretty much the best possible outcome for a running game. They're changing their personnel though. They're getting a lot more bodies close to the line. Might not be quite as easy. Grubbs just not going down. We just wanted the first down. I'm looking for a play action pass. I'm looking for a play action pass and hoping we can get something open here. They buy the play action. Ebukam gets a nice big gain. Look at Coach Wade on the sideline here. I'm telling you, somebody's gotta, they've got to notice. It's looking a little crazy. Jalen Robinson. I like the jet touch pass. We're going to get it cooking. Although I called it for Robinson. It is, in fact, Hills instead. Hills makes, I mean, that's a great play on the touch pass. Tramel Hills making it happen. Making it happen. This defense, we've had, I don't want to say we've had our way with them. I like this call. Nobody's picking up the linebacker. We're actually going to audible. Get this off. Grubbs gets the catch, 6 yards. Keep it moving. Help our betters out. Let's put some points on the board. Let's watch those safeties. Wide open for Trey Nicky. Nicky gets us down to the 8. They were crashing for the run. We made them pay. We made them pay. Let's see if we can follow our blocks here with Ebukam. To the outside, get down to the 1 yard line. We're going to look at a halfback direct snap. We've changed the game plan pretty much entirely. We've run it and I should have used the dive animation there. Oh, and the block is not there. We cannot kick this again. I refuse. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. We're not getting down to the 1 yard line and giving it up yet again. Bernie Shipman runs it in. I was going to say shades of Bryce Baker, far slower, but we get in for the touchdown. I suppose we'll play one more drive on offense. I'm having fun trying to kind of pick apart this defense on offense. But we are going to go to just the moments soon here. Shipman is good, can't lie. I know, it's going to be a big decision next week when Troy is back. It's hard to love him when he's competing for Troy's spot. Here's the thing. If we think about it, Doug Grubbs makes a man miss in the open field, gets the first down. That's huge. I'd like to call a little run here. I've liked what we've been doing on these inside zone runs. They are just crowding the box. So maybe we'll audible to a play action look. Maybe we're going to read that safety. And if he bites down, he does not. But Ebukam still catches it. Huge play. That's the benefit of running the football. If that safety bites on play action, in that case the safety went way back, so we knew we had the mid-range look. That's huge. Big block. Doug Grubbs off to the races. 17-0. Huge play. 17-0. Doug Grubbs gets a big block. And you know that meme, did he know? Did ChatGPT know? When we asked it to set the line and it said 13.5, I was surprised. I said, have you watched our team? And GPT said, have you watched Stanford's team? And I said, I have not. Not done the film study. You know what? We're keeping it on the offense. I don't know, chat. Does this feel okay? I feel like I've been enjoying trying to pick apart the defense on offense, and I have not been enjoying doing the same on defense. Defense, it feels like I have no idea what I'm doing. And offense, it feels like we have some sort of a rhythm. We have a rhythm. Doug Grubbs. They get around the backside, stop us there. That's tough. Tramel Hills. I don't know if he's gonna get that first. But what a throw from Shipman, and Trey Nicky hauls it in. Our ever reliable tight end. It's been, I mean, we've had different tight ends throughout the years. Nobody has been an absolute hero. Maybe Hills here? Let's see. No, that safety's dropping back. We're throwing to Robinson. Jalen Robinson hauls it in. Sometimes you just need those throws that get us into 2nd and 3, right? Open up the playbook. They're committing to the run. So they are determined to stop the run here. 2-minute timeout. Yeah, we might be getting a little too predictable in the running game. Grubbs loses some yardage and gets injured. Tough. We believe in Mike White, though. Gotta lock in for a second here. Perfect kick from Mike White. And he nails it. Huge, huge kick from Mike. And we go up 20-0. We're on offense again. Stanford having a rough time against our defense. Where's that safety looking? Split the middle of the field. Let's go into the hurry-up mode. We're reading those safeties' first steps and using that to kind of dictate the reads. First step. Don't love it. Just throwing it away. Didn't love any of those looks. That was the first incompletion from Bernie Shipman today. Been carving up the defense. Gonna call a timeout here. Would love to get another field goal. Maurice Angel have not heard his name very often. Have not called his number too often. They're overloading on the left side, which means if they blitz, they drop back into coverage. We find Ebukam. He's 5 for 62. He's been a demon. Robinson, if the safety does take the look, we gotta call a timeout. I want a corners look, so maybe we can get out of bounds. They're playing really deep. We're gonna call an audible. Get Hills on the out route. It may not look like much, but we're so close. We're so close. I don't know. 56 yards. I want one more pass. We have to throw it very quickly. Oh, get out of bounds. Oh, he does. Ebukam, beautifully done. Takes it from a 47-yard field goal or a 57-yarder to a 47-yarder. Mike White, come on, baby. Doesn't get all of it, but he still nails it. Mike White, huge play. We're going to go into play options. We're going to go into the key moments for a bit. They're going for it on 4th down. Make the stop. We're going to skip this one. They do score 8. We're in the red zone. We'll try and take advantage. Mike White's been awesome. 23-8. We are on the 3. Like the look of Slayton. Slayton can't hang on. Dwayne Cushenberry for Stanford is injured. RPO, looking for the bubble screen. I don't like this call. We're just going to call that straight run play. Look for the blocks to hold up. Run it up the gut, in for the touchdown. The running game has been huge to our success today. Looking to go up 22 points. 3rd down, take control, keep the drive alive. We're on the 34. We're in Mike White range, but I would love to get even just a few more yards. Slayton, he does. He heard my ass. Should have bet more on the spread. I mean, look, I was with you where I was a little confused as to how the spread could be so high, but you know, Mike White, all he does is make field goal kicks. They're going for it on 4th down. I feel pretty comfortable about this, so we're gonna skip 33-15. I suppose the spread is still on the table. What is that? We're up 18 points. We're up 18 points. Shipman tries to escape. Maybe should have thrown it away. Mike White, 52-yarder. It's become special teams city here. White, does it have the leg? It does. Mike White. He's been incredible today. Extends the lead back up to 21. 21-point lead. We're going to let the defense cook. And the game is over. The game is over. Let's close that prediction. UAB minus 13.5. Complete prediction. Bernie Shipman 258 and a 1 touchdown. That was the response we needed after that tough loss to Illinois. We played. I mean, I felt like we ran the ball well. We'll see what the overall final tally was, but we pick up the conference win. Huge. Let's see. So we ran for 181 yards. That's a lot. I think our average before this game was 45 yards a game. So much better. We barely were in 3rd down situations. We were just converting. No turnovers for either team. Stanford, fairly bad on 3rd downs. We just didn't even need to. They had 11 first downs the entire game. We had 25. We were just moving the ball down the field. Bernie Shipman, he had a great game. He didn't throw for any touchdowns, but he was 29 for 33 for 258 yards. Taking what the defense was giving him. Doug Grubbs on the ground, 18 for 147. I kind of think he should have been player of the game. A touchdown. Stoke 4 for 13. He got a touchdown. Bernie Shipman got a touchdown as well on the ground. In the receiving game, Ezekiel Abukam, 7 for 76. No receivers scored a touchdown. Tramel Hill, 7 for 66. Jalen Robinson, a little quiet today. Wasn't exactly part of the game plan. Only 3 for 16. Trey Nicky, 4 for 54. On the defensive side of the ball, Robert Goodwell and Sterling Nix led the team in tackles. Nicholas Duzabel, 2 tackles for loss. Zeke Karoma and Sterling Nix, 1 TFL. No sacks again. We're not pressuring the quarterback. A little concerning. No INTs. We knew that. We knew all of that. But at the end of the day, a very comfortable win. And we go to 2-0 in the conference. Huge. Oh, so close to a level up. Oh, so close. I'm just waiting on it so we can get the QB upgrade. Let's advance the week. See what happens in recruiting. The weekly advance summary. I love seeing all these first place. All these guys in first place. It's teasing me at this point with how close we are to leveling up. There's some playing style guys that want to transfer. We're back in the top 25, ranked number 24 after our convincing win against Stanford. Maybe the committee has decided, or the media coaches, I don't know which poll it is, they have decided, maybe Illinois is actually a good team. You know who is a good team? The Miami Hurricanes. Number 4 in the nation, undefeated currently. 2-0 in conference play. They are going to be tough. We'll check the injury report. I'm not expecting to see Troy on there. We did lose Dennis Prude to a partial PCL tear. That's a tough injury. Devin Manning also out, losing our left side tackle. The real question is who starts this game. I mean, worst case, Troy is the second look. Bernie Shipman up to an 85. It's tough to bench him. It's tough to bench him for this game specifically. I don't know. Troy Barnes' toughness and injury is actually a lot lower than you would want it to be. Do we bring Troy in fresh off the injury on the road against Miami? I don't know. I'm torn in my mind. We really, really want the win. We really do. I don't know. I'm unsure. I'm leaning towards keeping Bernie for this game and then handing the reins back over. That's where my head's at currently. That's where my head is at. If we look at some of these stats in the early going, Tramel Hill's 35 for 322, only got 1 touchdown. He's played very well. Obviously, Jalen Robinson has more, average yards per catch. But it's, Tramel Hills has been holding his own. He really has. Opeda we're going to lose because our playing style just refuses to increase. Unfortunate. We do have 95 hours. Let's kind of go through. Let's look at guys in the top 5. Or I think it's top 5 at least. Sort by recruiting stage. I think we actually might get Kevin Wolf this week. It looks quite likely that we get Kevin Wolf. We don't know anything about him, but he's 6'4", 162, so string bean. But James Forston, it's interesting. I'm not sure. If we get him before week 9, which is still a ways away, we'll avoid a recruiting battle. Maybe we can get him in time. Keon Kostrewa. Our playing style, again, they're going down. But I still feel fairly good about maybe getting him. I feel good about potentially getting him before UCLA can catch up. Ayodele, he's still coming against Stanford, along with Jocelyn, along with Simonson. Just checking to make sure that their hard sells are correct. I think we did that last week, though. Brad Sanders coming week 8. Dunham coming week 7. Proximity. I mean, I'm going to just guess his hard sell here, because we're going to need to. It's almost certainly conference legend. I'm not too concerned about quarterback. We've got some good quarterback options. Coach Prestige, we don't know enough yet. We'll let Louisville maybe get out to a little bit of a lead. George Pinto, maybe we can motivate him to get over here. Matt Fallon, he can get some complimentaries if we bring him in. He likes Coach Prestige, so we'll bring him in for some one-on-one coaching. Maybe send the house on him so we can discover more of what he likes. So Matt Fallon, and then we've got about 30 hours left. Opeda, I wish we could commit. But this, from a recruiting standpoint, much better than seasons prior. Much, much better. It is looking just... how about visit? Ready for visit. Kevin Wolf, I don't think we need a visit, and we can't schedule Opeda. So we're just going to put these 30 hours on sort by national rank. Deion Johnson. Let's give you 25. Maybe we'll give him 25 and 10. Still nobody recruiting the 5-star. But that's kind of about all for recruiting at this point. There's almost... I'm going to get some more water, because we're running out. We are going to start Bernie Shipman against Miami. And then if we look at our schedule, I think we're going to start Bernie against Miami. And if we look at our schedule, I mean, Syracuse, North Carolina even, Temple, they all look like easier games. Maybe we decide again for our rivalry game, depending on how Troy's been playing. But I think we have to go with Bernie for the tough game on the road against Miami. Gonna get some more water, and then we'll be right back. We'll play Miami and keep it rolling. Troy is only a freshman. Can you still redshirt Troy in case? I mean, he's automatically getting it redshirted if he doesn't get into the games. So he can get into up to 4 games. If we redshirt him, he may transfer, is what scares me, because 5-stars, if they don't get playing time, they will leave. They'll leave with impunity. So I don't know. I'm a little worried to just outright redshirt him. We could. But here's the thing. With elite development, I don't think he's coming. I don't think he's going to stay past his either junior year or his redshirt sophomore year anyway. So I'd rather use him while we have him. We could redshirt him. I mean, we have 3 quarterbacks. So it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really make sense. 3 quarterbacks, you kind of gotta, you know, just go for it. Okay. So, okay, we're gonna start a prediction again. This is simple. It's one we always do. Win or lose. Win or lose. Win or lose. Okay. Win or lose. Predictions live. Got 10 minutes. You want to see a little of the game action. Miami looks ferocious, to be honest. I like what we've been doing with the offense only. We beat Miami last year. Again, I wish the scheduling bug was such that, or the scheduling worked so that you couldn't play the same team at the same location twice in a row, but you know, it's a minor thing. It's a minor thing. Bernie Shipman will be the quarterback. He has played his way into a job. It looked shaky after the Illinois game, but he responded in a very big way. He responded in a very big way. Top 25 matchup. This is going to be a big one. Playing on the road at Miami again. Came down to the end last year. This year, no Bryce Baker to help us out. No Robert Spain, although you could argue Jalen Robinson. The combo of Jalen Robinson and Hills is better. We also have less of a running game. Getting the ball to start the game. We're going to test their run defense. They've got the hole right where we want to run the ball. Doug Grubbs makes something happen. Finds the hole. Oh, and if we had just burst through a little bit quicker, maybe that could have been an even bigger play. But we will take that in the early going. Let's see where that safety goes. First step. They run a blitz. Doug Grubbs. We see the blitz coming immediately. Get the ball out quick. Just drive down the field. Can we hot route Robinson? It looks like it went through. We throw it up to Robinson. He brings it in. Huge play, Jalen Robinson. Huge play, Jalen Robinson. On the deep ball. Gets the step. Bernie Shipman eclipses 1,000 yards on the year already. Huge, huge, huge play. We get into the red zone quickly. Looks like they've got a blitz look. We're looking at Nicky. Nicky, get into the end zone. He does. Trey Nicky gets into the end zone. First drive, 7 points. Put it on the board. We lean on our big dogs in the passing game. Trey Nicky. He just refuses to go down until he finds pay dirt. Way to start the game, boys. We run the ball. We have a huge passing play to Jalen Robinson that sets up that score. Let's lock in here. Defense plays well. We get the ball back. We don't rest here. I don't know how much I love this look. Nicky a beast. He is a beast. Outside zone. Turn it back up inside. We will take 4 yards. We'll take 4 yards. We're taking our easy plays. We're taking those easy reads. Call a little halfback power. Grubbs gets stuck on that offensive lineman, but 7 yards. We will take that every day of the week. We're reading that defensive end. Does he? Nicky gets 2 yards. 3rd down. Let's call a direct snap to the running back. It is loud. Actually, let's get Abukam. Can't hear me. Can't hear me. We're going to have to go with the play. Play this drawn up. Bernie scrambles for the first. I wanted Abukam on a speed out. Couldn't hear the call. Couldn't hear the hot route. It's okay. Let's keep moving the ball down the field. We find Abukam. Gets on the outside. We're in the red zone. This is where we have to just lock in. Lock in and make something happen. I don't know if I love this. Call the audible. Let's watch that corner on the outside. Oh, no. The animation that you see. I mean, I know you see that in the NFL and college every week. Guy getting hit, throwing his hands behind his head. Peak realism here. Where is that safety going? Bernie takes a big hit, gets 6 yards though. Miami has an injury as well. We're looking out on the spacing. And Bernie gets it done with his legs again, slides down to the 5. It takes some stones to call some play action here. But if they bite, which they do, Nicky catches it. Trey Nicky, his second touchdown of the day. Huge play from our tight end. And we are up 2 touchdowns, 2 for 2 on our first 2 offensive drives. Trey Nicky hangs onto the football. We come away with the score. The defense holds them yet again. We have to keep adding on. This is the kind of matchup you cannot get complacent. Oh man, I don't know if I like this call. We're still going to run it. Grubbs gets 6. Okay. He gets 6. We're audibling to a run play. Maybe we shouldn't have. I saw 3 and down linemen, and I thought maybe we have a good look. Calling some quick unders here. They have the blitz. But Jalen Robinson gets the first down. That's a generous call. I didn't know if we got it there. But this team has been awesome. And Jalen Robinson with the big block downfield. We're back in the red zone yet again. Once I saw the corner blitz, I knew we had one block that we had to make. Tramel Hills, 20 yards, back in the red zone. They call the blitz. We punish them for it. Grubbs, or maybe that was Ebukam that tried to spin there. Can't quite get it, but we do get the first down. First and goal. First and goal. Jalen Robinson in space gets down to the 1. We will QB sneak. We will QB sneak here. In for the touchdown. Bernie Shipman, 3 for 3 on the first 3 offensive drives of the game. We have been locked in with the ball in our hands. Bernie Shipman, I mean, we said, young man, we have some confidence in you. We want to see what you can do. And he has responded. 21-0 here. We're on offense again. The defense is playing lights out. The defense is playing lights out. Miami has 32 yards so far. 32. Jalen Robinson Little 4-yard gain. Little 4-yard gain. We don't. We not only do we not mind those, we need those to be successful. I hope that I hoped that linebacker was blitzing. I hoped he was blitzing. Jalen Robinson. He's been steady and reliable. Ever since we were shown this play, I have loved it. Oh no. That's not the play, but Trey Nicky, he's got some space. Oh my. The cornerback tried to jump the route. It was not the best throw. Trey Nicky adjusted, grabbed it in space. I mean, that was not Bernie. Bernie, that was not a great throw. The cornerback overcommitted, and Trey Nicky just had acres of grass. Have yourself a day, Trey. Oh my. Oh my. Beast. Beast indeed. They have a ton of guys in the box. We're going to need to get this off quick. Trey, ooh, hospital ball. Hospital ball. He was open, but his route led him into the safety, who delivered a punishing blow. I think Robinson has the leverage on the outside. Not the best route from Jalen Robinson, but he gets forward. We're down to the 4. This game has been going... this has been one of our most surgical efforts. I don't know if I'm just locked in. I've had a lot of caffeine. And that's... we saw the linebacker when we checked the blocking was unblocked. Should not have called that. It's okay. One of our rare misses. Oh, Slayton gets down to the 1. Oh, I don't like this play whatsoever. We're going to call a read option here. Read that defensive end. Takes it. Bernie had one man to beat, and he can't do it. Offense has had their way all day. We're going for it. Trey Nicky can't get in. Oh, man, he gets back to the 1. Oh, I saw it. He just needed a little bit more space. We get the safety. The defense gets the safety. All right, I mean, that's probably best case scenario. We don't get the... We leave it at the 1. So the defense is able to make the play. We'll take the easy pass. Haslam, we don't use very much. It's really the Trey Nicky show, but Kenya Haslam, he's another great option. So the defense gets the safety. We leave it at the 1. That's why I was like, if we miss it, I felt okay about it. Hills into the vacated space. What a throw from Bernie. What a route from Hills. Throwing with a little anticipation. We are keeping it moving. We're keeping it moving. We're going to go halfback direct snap. That's 9 yards on the ground. We're just... I'm sorry. I gotta double check here. We didn't change any of the settings, I believe. We're still on Heisman. This is still the number 4 team in the country. The boys came ready to play. I'm watching that safety on the left side. seeing if he bites. He does. Robinson has it deep. Robinson has it deep. We knew if the safety bought on the run, it was going to be a one-on-one look for Robinson. And this has been quite the game. Quite the game. We're going to call the inside zone split. I wish I knew how to pick up the... I knew we needed to shift the protection. Couldn't do it. That's okay. That's okay. It is okay. Hills, we let him into the tackle there. Not the best. Not the best there. $23-0. We still want to add more. Oh, and Abukam can't get there. We're going to kick the field goal here. Oh, and it's off the post and in. Everything that could go right for us, this game is going right. 26-0, not even halftime. Interception by Robert Goodwell. We have the ball back once more. We have 330 yards of offense. Mike White is different this year. He refuses to miss. Oh, and they sent the blitz from the left side. I was hoping to throw into the area where they were blitzing from. Nicky on the outside, perhaps. Nicky gets 4. Look for the stick concept. See what that safety does. Safety drops back. There's not a lot we can do, but Bernie gets it done with his legs, converts. Bernie Shipman, I mean, he's looked... Troy Barnes believers, again, like I've said before, look away because Bernie, he has stepped up his game. Excellent screen. Grab the first down. This has been some game. We don't get much there. Important to still run the ball, and in the second half run the ball a lot. Again, minimize the mistakes. I saw Hills. That's not a good throw. That's not a good throw. Not what you need. It's okay. 286 yards passing in the first half. Bernie Shipman heard the challenge and he's responded. Abukam leans forward, gets the first down. Huge play. Ezekiel Abukam has been playing in the slot this year, which was an interesting role. Not one I was certain. What a block from Jalen Robinson on the outside. Breaks it open. We're going to let it go down to the 2-minute timeout. But this offense has been... I mean, Ball Alexander, I don't recall a game in which we've been this locked in, to be truthfully honest with you. It's tough to recall a time where that's been the case. Trey Nicky, 3rd touchdown of the game. Not 1, not 2, number 3 for Trey Nicky, and we are up 32-0. Trey Nicky. What a game. My word. My word. Looks like they scored a quick 7. So we're going to play out the second half, and then we are going to watch on normal sim the entire third quarter. That's what I decided. All right, get back on the line, Miami. We could have taken advantage of that, but I just don't think it's not realistic, so we won't abuse the bugs. Trey Nicky gets the big play. Tough to see Miami score so quickly. Try to get it to Robinson. Can't get it off. A little mesh concept. Playing it deep. And we don't convert there. We'll have to punt it. We've thrown 33 times in the first half, which is too many times. Why is Miami challenging that the receiver had possession? What are we doing here? Okay, so let's get this straight. Miami was like, all right, 4th and 2, no. I guess a team with honor. They were like, he actually had that ball. We want them to have the first down. So apparently that's what happened there. Tramel Hills gets 3 yards. That was that was something. Oh my goodness! We're hit as we threw. Still get the throw off. That was crazy. We really should not even have the ball right now because I was not going to challenge that. We want to get into Ricardo Irvin. We'll substitute him. I don't like this. Shock concept. Jalen Robinson wide open. Jet touch pass. It's Ebukam. They have almost nobody in the box. Oh, one block. Ebukam. Oh, he gets down to the 1-yard line. I don't know what is going on right now. I could not tell you. Bernie Shipman has 378 yards in the first half. And we have just scored our 39th and soon to be 40th point of the game. Here's what we're going to do. Speed, normal. Holy shit, crazy performance. I'm kind of at a loss for words because I don't really understand what's going on. Mike White makes the extra point. We're going to watch. We're just kind of going to watch and slow sim, maybe commentate a little bit. They run the clock out, down 33. We're on normal speed so we can actually see the plays because this is a big game. And if we need to hop back in, we will. We're going to see what the offense can do in the third. I'm putting the controller down. We're up 33. This has been an insane game. J.J. Smith, one of our star linebackers, injured. Looks like they're starting to move the ball down the field a little bit. Defense, I mean, they have some room, some margin of error. 4th and 5. Does Miami already start going for it? They miss a 56-yard field goal. That's not what you need. Bernie Shipman throws a pass away. 31-yard run by Doug Grubbs. Unnecessary roughness. Miami's getting chippy. They're mad. They're like, how is this happened? Bernie Shipman to Jalen Robinson for an 11-yard touchdown. It's 47-7. I'm going to be honest, Ball Alexander. I don't know if Troy Barnes has the job next week. Maybe we get him in some games so he develops and doesn't transfer. But I don't know how you don't play Bernie after this in this legendary game. He's been. I thought we've had. Maybe it's because we had so many bad quarterbacks for so many years that even when we had Bryce Baker, he was good. He never had a passing game like this. He was getting it done on the ground for the most part. Mike White looks to take the. Oh, we went for it on 4th and 3 from that close. That's kind of crazy. I don't know how they got the ball back. Kind of missed that one. But time is just ticking and ticking away. 4th and 7, 2:23. They're probably going for this. No, they punt. Maybe Miami has already kind of given up on this game. 20-yard rush by Deontay Stoke. Bernie's throwing the pass away. That's okay, Bernie. Maybe Troy gets in the game now. 40 points. Holding 10-yard penalty against the offense. Okay. So it's the end of the third quarter. Here's what we're going to do. We're not actually going to play this. I'm going to click play full game. I want to get the backups in. If it gets out of hand, obviously we'll swap it. You got to do this. Mass sub starters, and then you got to do mass sub backups. We're going to put the backups in, and we are going to... We can obviously, with the normal speed, it goes slower, as you can see. We're going to see how this plays out. We're up 40 points, okay? Interception by Dwayne James. The backups come in and they say, we're here to play. Deontay Stoke is injured. That's not great. He does not start, though. Troy Barnes passes to Tavares Briggs. Troy getting some action here. I didn't expect that to happen in this game. Outside of a disaster class, I didn't expect, oh, wow, we punted there. I think we should kick the field goal, but, I suppose play it safe. So I didn't expect Troy to get in the game because we were beating them down so badly that we were just mass subbing the backups. And they're just not even bothering to go for it on 4th and 1 because it's over. I think it is over. We're running the ball. Troy's not going to be asked to do a ton. We're probably just going to wear him down. He gets a pass knocked away there. Antonio Sanders running the ball. Troy throws the ball away. Can we get a field goal from Mike White? He misses a 41-yarder. Okay, it's okay, Mike. You've been putting in work we don't need it here. We're just going to watch this game kind of tick away. I'm so confident we're managing the prediction. We are marking it as a win. Complete the prediction. We're up 40 with 4 minutes to go. I don't think it's humanly possible. I don't think it's humanly possible for them to come back here. Dante Muffett returns the ball. Thrown away from Taylor Shaw. 55-yard rush from the quarterback for a TD. Oh no. 47-14. I hope they had 5,000 recruits in attendance for this game. I hope they did. And triple zeros on the clock. 47-14. We don't even play in the second half. Defense locks Miami down. We don't sleep on the defensive performance there because that was awesome. They locked in. But my God, I think this was the best game in program history. I'm willing to say it. 33 first downs, 628 yards of total offense. Oh my word. 210 yards on the ground. 418 yards through the air. No turnovers. Dominated time of possession. Miami, stop getting your ranking so high. You don't deserve it. Troy Barnes does get a little bit of action. I'm hoping that just get him some snaps. I think there is no question Bernie Shipman is our starter. 32 for 42. It basically doesn't have to do anything in the second half. 406 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Wow. Doug Grubbs, 13 for 94 on the ground, 7.2 carry. He's actually been incredible. He's been incredible. Bernie Shipman, another 2 touchdowns on the ground. Don't forget that. 6 total touchdowns. Just masterclasses. Jalen Robinson, 9 for 140 and a touchdown. Ezekiel Abukam, 6 for 98. Trey Nicky, 8 for 74 with 3 touchdowns. Tramel Hills, quieter game, 3 for 37. Quieter game. Let's look at the defense. We know about the offense. The defense didn't even have to do too much. The offense was just, I mean, they were getting their tackles, but the offense was just on the field. Only 3 TFLs, no sacks, 2 interceptions, Dwayne James and Robert Goodwell. Sean Payne also forces a fumble, and Zeke Karoma gets that safety. But the defense didn't have to, the offense was just, the defense, I guess, was just forcing 3 and outs. They didn't have to make tackles. And we level up. Feels fitting, doesn't it? Doesn't it? We're going to upgrade the coach skills. I'm feeling incredible after that win. Feeling quite incredible. So, actually, we can get any of these tiers to level 2. We could get freshman wide receivers and tight. I think we still do freshman and sophomore quarterbacks progress faster, because even if we're just getting Troy some reps in some beatdowns, it will still help. I think it's the play. We want to be QBU. We're going to do it. QB Whisperer. Freshman and sophomore quarterbacks progress faster. If we get, one more level up, we'll be able to get it to just the starting quarterback too, or we can maybe do it on a different position. That was awesome. That was awesome. Let's see what we're ranked. Do we get some respect in the poll? We signed Kevin Wolf. He saw that one and he said, sign me up. Kevin, come on down to UAB. Get locked out on Brian Wayne. Should be Bruce Wayne. What is our ranking? The absolute disrespect. 19. 19 in the country after that beatdown. The media, the coaches, whoever's putting out these rankings, they should be ashamed. Maybe they just thought, if Miami is ranked ahead of us, I'm going to scream. And I'm almost certain that they are. We've got the whole offensive line, plus Jameel Dunham visiting this week. I'm hoping that they all sign. Undefeated in conference, most important. That is true. So of course, we know Kevin Wolf signed. Let's see. Team. Yep, Miami's still ranked ahead of us. Absurd. I don't agree with that. NC State ranked number 8, Pitt number 9, Florida State number 21, SMU ranked. Looks like it's just those guys. Clemson off to a horrible start, 1-4 on the season, with good ratings too. Good ratings. If we look at the top 25, Georgia, Texas, Notre Dame, Oregon. The big surprise at the top is NC State. Otherwise, kind of the usual suspects. Memphis being ahead of us is a crime. They certainly have played no one. We're going to look at their schedule. Memphis, they get too much respect because every time we've seen them, you know, miraculously make the playoffs, they have gotten stomped. We hate Memphis. We've given them spankings the last 2 years. Boise State, I mean, look at this schedule. Boise State, an FCS school, Southern Mississippi, and North Texas, and you want to tell me this is the 15th best team in the country? Absolutely not. I cannot wait to wipe the floor with them. It will feel so good. It will feel so, so good. Has Bernie made his mark? He hasn't. We've got the Liberty quarterback on here. We've got the Fresno State quarterback on here. What are we doing? Maybe it's kind of like, what does a guy got to do to get some respect around here? What does a guy got to do to get some respect around here? Bernie, I suppose he only has 7 touchdowns. Almost 1,400 yards, though, in just 5 games, which is, I mean, pretty crazy. Rushing attack is almost non-existent. Jalen Robinson, 456 yards, averaging about 90 a game. Tramel Hill's not far behind him. Let's see. Go into recruiting here. Playing style. I mean, Michigan's probably going to get Opeta. That's okay. Go back to top 5 again. Joel Iodele, likely to commit this week. Graham Jocelyn. These guys, we're going to get some beefy offensive linemen to come and play. Tresman Simonson might take a little bit longer, but I still have faith that we're going to be able to land him. I have faith we're going to be able to land all these guys. Let's look at the defensive line. Brad Sanders, we're making good progress on. He's got his visit next week. Huge. Jamison Forston, we're close. We want to get him in the next 2 weeks before Florida's visit. Still very easily possible. Kostrewa, I mean, we should get him next week or this week upon one more advance. But we will see. We will see about that. Not sure. Not sure. I think... I think I'm going to take a little break from the stream for a bit. I'm playing for about 3.5 hours. It's going to stretch the legs. Take a little bit of a break. But this was a fun one. Oh, we'll wait to say this. This was a fun one. Great win to cap the stream off on, and just having a lot of fun. Having a lot of fun with the Dynasty. Always storylines come up that you don't expect, and that is the beauty of it all. But thank you for joining, and we will be back soon. How soon? I'm not sure, but we will catch you next time. Peace.